Hey everyone, Slayer here to introduce Nasty and Friends from BDC Studios, a podcast where two friends who met in the Army Reserves get together and talk about shit. One's a firefighter and the other has a funny laugh. So sit back, get rid of your kids, and hold on to your because it's about to get nasty, friends.
Welcome to Nasty and Friends with Pagnasty and Spicy Motherfucking Brown.
Episode 11, coming straight at you, always from BDC Studios. How you doing, Spicy?
Bang. Dude, I'm fucking good, man. It's been a great fucking day. Day keeps getting better. I'm excited, man.
Yeah. Dude, I'm doing great. We just posted episode 10, so most people have already listened to that, so it was with your sister. Just fucking hilarious. I'm still laughing at that.
Oh my God,
but again,
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite ones. We say that every episode.
Yeah.
This episode's going to be no different.
Yeah.
Let's start it off. What we're watching, our special guest, I'll introduce here soon. As always, we got YouTube on the TV.
Yep.
It's on mute. We're just watching the best Vine compilations, which are great because somebody just made a penis out of two balls and a fucking workout thing, so that's pretty good. But I'll start from the top. Our guest today is, he's a major reason why we're doing this podcast now. You guys heard me talk about, I was supposed to start it with a buddy of mine. He's a great friend, Joey. Joey's here with us.
Yo, how's it going?
So like I said, we were supposed to do the podcast together. It didn't work out, but he's here to represent, and it's going to be fucking awesome. He came strong with the gifts. As always, we always get gifts. Which is hint for you future fucks that are listening out there. But showed up, got us, as always, got us a bottle of Captain and a bottle of Tito's.
Hell yeah.
So we were rolling deep there. And he got us another gift. It's in a shoe box that's just sitting here. We haven't even opened it yet.
It's not a pair of Asics.
Yeah, we don't know what it is. And I asked him, I said, is there a fucking animal in there? And he assured it wasn't. So we hope it's not.
I asked if it was anthrax, which would be a little weird because he's sitting here. So, but he said he wouldn't even know where to buy it.
I live dangerously. We're going to find out.
Yeah.
Right. So, ready to do this? All right, let's see what it is. Oh, it's paper. Let's look.
Oh, shit.
Yes! Dude, that's awesome! It's,
You got to know I'm a tech guy.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
for sure,
shit.
dude. That's fucking sweet.
Here, we'll plug that shit. I'll plug that
Oh,
shit.
yeah, plug
Yeah,
it.
it looks
So,
fucking beautiful.
so what it is, it's a little... You explain it.
It's a studio recording light. It was either a recording or on-air light, and I figured, well, motherfuckers don't go on air. They just record.
Right.
So, recording is what it was.
Dude, that's fucking... Dude, we're gonna have to, like... Oh, it's beautiful.
Definitely going to have to post it up on the gram.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It'll go up on the ground. Well, thanks, man. That's
Yeah,
fucking...
thanks, dude.
Dude, that's
I
beautiful.
even wired it myself.
Holy shit.
I was looking at...
You see it, Pegs?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
As soon as fucking Pagnasty told me I was going to be on the cast, I was like, well, I got to bring a gift and I got to bring the heat.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm a tech guy. Obviously, I'm going to bring something that requires power. Fuck your energy bill, man. So I ordered this thing and you had to assemble the whole goddamn thing. So the power cord, I stole off an alarm clock that I don't use anymore because fuck adulting. And so wired it up and used some zip ties from work. Shout out work. No names.
Yeah, right.
I can't stop looking at it.
I know, we're gonna go quiet just because we're looking at it. Dude, that's fucking awesome,
Yeah.
man. Bring it, dude. I appreciate it, dude.
sure,
We'll hug it
man.
out after this, but dude, we're seriously gonna have to get an actual fucking
We gotta
studio
get a
with all
studio.
this.
We got a
Studio
lot
one
of cool
podcast at a
shit.
time.
Yeah. Dude, that's
BDC
fucking...
Studios is awesome, but
They need
fuck, we need
2x4s
a
next week.
Legit, yeah, we need a legit one, man.
Dude, we got the signs. We got plenty of alcohol. We're gonna have to have a bar there, obviously. Dude, it's fucking awesome. Everybody that's brought a gift, all joking aside, you don't have to bring us anything.
Right.
I
We're
mean,
just
it's
happy to have
awesome.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But the fact that you guys put your own time and money into it, seriously, thanks to everybody. It's fucking great. It's beautiful, man, for sure. So,
Oh, yeah, man. Episode 11.
yeah, that's
Double
crazy.
digits, like you were saying.
That's insane.
And in no time. Jesus, when
Yeah.
did you guys start?
March.
January 26th.
Oh, shit. Months
Sorry.
off.
Yeah. No. I mean, there's going to be times where we're not going to be able to record just because of family stuff and just work schedules and stuff. But yeah, we're trucking along, dude. It's fun. And we're going to get everybody, I think, that we've had. We always, want people back. We're going to get more people in and get now that your sister got us another chair, we at least have
Yeah.
4 chairs, so
Yes.
we could do a 4-person podcast again. So
Yeah. Actually, we got 5 chairs now.
Yeah.
'Cause I got the 2 computer chairs now and then 3 like dining room table chairs. So we could do a 5, which should be
The computer
crazy.
chair is comfy. Pagnasty, I feel
Yeah,
sorry
yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
it's all
guys.
right. I don't worry about it. There's a lot of cushion there.
Speaking of the last podcast with my sister J-Ho, a lot of the shit she said is highly controversial. So I'm just gonna say that not everything she said, Nasty and Friends podcast agrees with that. A lot of the shit she said also was allegations, but everything she said was funny as fuck. So,
But I like that point of view, though. I mean, she has a point of
she's
view.
real
I
fun.
don't like diss her point of view at all. Like she
No.
has, and it's good to hear stuff like that
Yes.
with the whole Ashley Graham thing. But no, I mean it's good. It's good conversation. I felt she's fucking cracking me up, man.
right,
Good shit.
I know, like the way. I mean, I'm old school. You're old school, Joey. I don't know how you feel about it, but like, I think women, they belong, old school in the kitchen, in the laundry room, shit like that. So, but we understand, like, most people don't think like that anymore. Some people don't think like that anymore, and right or wrong, whatever. Don't judge.
They've got skills now.
They got skills now. They work, whatever. So we're like, you know what? We'll have a woman on the podcast just to see if they speak on the same kind of level as we do.
Yeah.
And because there's the scientific facts and shit that they don't have the normal sized brain like we do. They don't, like like Ron Burgundy, like
Right.
he gives a lot of facts in his documentary Anchorman. But we
a simpler time.
Simpler time.
yeah. But so we decided to have a woman on the podcast, for our last podcast, but we don't necessarily agree with everything she said. That's all I'm saying.
She crushed it. No, it was good. It was good, man. But no, like to get back to what I was saying earlier, I put out on Twitter that I really want to do a podcast, and you reached out, and we'd have our business meetings, which we got a lot done. We just go to the bar, sit. We managed to get the Nasty and Friends email account set up, so like that was set up. But
I was actually kind of surprised. There's a lot of nasty fucks out there.
yeah, the fact that Nasty and Friends was actually
Available.
open. Yeah, we're surprised like with the website too that it was
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
So
It's fucking tits.
yeah, we get like hits like 'cause we can see from like the whole world who like will come to our site like where they're based out of. So we'll get like from like Korea, like South Korea. Like, well, you got your cousin in Germany and stuff,
Germany,
but like a bunch of different. We're like they're just looking for porn. Like,
Yeah.
I think I tweeted that when didn't you send out a picture?
Yeah,
Of the,
yeah.
Like the world map of the Google search.
I think so. This is pretty cool. I can remember if I actually tweeted it out or if I sent it in a text message. but-
Snapchat and Google searches just kind of blur together.
Right. No, but again, I want to thank you again. The gifts are great. Appreciate you coming on and letting us, like I said, just kicking it, help starting this whole thing up. So this is going to be a blast. We got a lot to talk about today. I don't know where we want to start here.
We let's be for real. Let's talk about porn.
Of course.
We haven't talked about porn in a while. Joey, on a scale from 0 to 10, 10 being the most, 0 being 0, how much do you like porn? Yes.
I mean, it's pretty great.
Yeah.
Single, so I suppose
His goes
up
to
there.
11.
10's not enough. How much higher can I go without? Oh, sorry, we're in a safe place. I was gonna say like 100 or some shit.
Joey, you're in a safe place the whole time you're here, man.
Nobody's
we
gonna hear
don't
it.
judge. Nobody's gonna hear it. Nobody's gonna judge you.
It's great. I'm kind of disappointed though. No one's mentioned Casting Couch as their favorite porn.
Yeah. Shouts out Casting Couch.
Yeah.
It's a smooth motherfucker.
It is, assuming that it's true, which I think it is. Like some of it is true because I saw a news story where there's like this teacher who like got fired or whatever, and she had done a video like that, but it was like an actual like she's like, no, I wasn't like porn, like I wasn't faking, like I just went in there like modeling type stuff, and it just led to it or whatever. So yeah, some of it's like real,
That's fucking
really
awesome.
real, which is
That's
crazy.
awesome. Yeah, porn. Like we love porn. Yeah, I think everybody loves porn. Men and women. We had our first female guest on last episode. She's like, yeah, I got porn on my phone. Whatever. Everybody loves porn. Nobody talks about it. Mainstream media, you think they talk about porn? No.
Nope.
Like the hottest, they'll say, oh, these are the hottest chicks on the planet right now. None of them are porn stars. You're like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. Like, don't act like nobody's watching porn. They're making so much money.
Well,
They can make $1,000 to $5,000 a day if they do porn.
Well, what's his face? He was on the Joe Rogan podcast like last month or whatever, but it's the can't remember his name, but he's like the country guy who makes the funny songs. Oh my god, I can't think of his
Not
name.
Weird
But
Al Yankovic.
no, not Weird Al Yankovic. But it's kind of like that, but for like country songs, and he like.
Macklemore.
No, but anyway, but he said that like they advertised like him on like Pornhub, and he got like a lot of people like because he did this whole album himself. And people don't want to advertise on porn websites. And he's like, it's had so many hits.
Oh my god!
You know, like more than he would ever get, like
yeah.
on his own and shit. So.
And like we're fucking real dudes. Like we're gonna say we watch porn because everybody watches porn. But you got people on the media, or you got just normal people that work in offices and shit. I'm sure
They just
like,
get appalled when you mention anything
porn.
dirty.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Of
said
course I don't
breast.
watch porn. And you know, on top of that, they're watching probably that fucking weird porn. They're like judging us for watching porn, and then they're like, well, I'm gonna watch this weird porn.
They probably have someone tied up in their basement in a rubber suit.
Right? Yeah.
Lucky.
I just wish people would talk about it. People don't talk about sex enough. People don't talk about porn enough. So we're a fan of porn. We're gonna keep talking about it.
Absolutely, man.
Shouts out Casting Couch. Well done, Joey. Well done.
Yes,
You're
that's-
right. Nobody's brought that up.
Yeah, and similar one. There's like the free taxi, like
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
version
yeah.
of that. So
We kind of
that's all
got into
crazy.
that. We kind of got on that with your brother was talking about the Czechoslovakian porn, and I was like, "Oh, is it the cab stuff?" And he's like, "Kind of, but it's not really." But
Yeah,
that
he
cab
had it
shit.
down.
Yeah, any like porn. I'm not big into stories. I just like porn. But if you get a good story like that, when it's like, "Oh yeah, I just need a ride," like, well, oh, you don't have any money for this taxi. What can you do for me? And they're like, oh, well, I can maybe do something.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good story.
Yeah.
Like, that shit, you're like, yes.
Oh, that's weird. Let me
I'm
just
in.
whip out my dong.
Yeah, let me look at my dog. Yes.
Those are the kind of pornos that you watch at like late at night and you've already beat it like 30 times that
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
You're just like, my wiener hurts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it one more time.
Take it up. You got to start taking it up a notch. you
Yeah,
know?
absolutely.
That's glaze.
Do you like the stepmom porn?
It's a little weird. Especially when they keep saying, oh, you're my mom.
Oh, yeah.
Shit like that. I mean, I'm still gonna watch it.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
But it's just not your go-to.
No.
I can understand that for sure.
But it is nice. It is very nice. I like that. But yeah, do you have a favorite porn actress?
No.
Yeah.
See, I'm not like Long when we had him on. He's like, yes, I like this person,
Right.
and I don't. I just
You
look
only-
up and watch. I don't like
Yeah.
look for a specific actress or anything. like
Yeah, I
that.
agree.
So.
I agree. What about favorite genres you're into right now?
They're all over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
It just depends on what they're pushing.
Yeah. Any weird fetishes? The weirder, the better.
Not really.
No fetishes.
No.
Cop porn.
I've never watched any.
I just saw there's a cop that's on the
Oh.
TV, so I'm sure there's some stuff out there.
At work, we always ask if they say it was a cop, like, what is it, a sex cop or a normal cop? Because we just assume all the women cops, we just assume they're sex cops because they're probably not real cops because they're women. It's like we just want a regular cop, not a sex cop. We need somebody here. This guy's
Right.
dangerous. Just kidding. But we do say that, but we're probably just kidding.
I have a story. I don't mean to segue away.
Do
No,
it.
yeah,
No,
right.
dude, do it.
All right, so me and Rob did a donut dash.
Yeah,
one
yeah,
year, And we dressed up as cops, fittingly enough. So what the
Well,
donut dash is,
yeah, I was gonna say, explain the race.
is you run a mile, eat a dozen donuts, which is far too many.
Like the glazed
Jesus
donuts.
Christ.
Like Russ's Market, these are a week old glazed donuts. Not great. We didn't finish all 12. We got 10, stupidly enough. It took like 4 hours, I swear. So we got done. And so I've got this brand new cop uniform.
But hold on, but don't you you eat the donuts, then don't you run another mile?
Oh, yeah, sorry. You run another mile after
It's a
that.
2-mile race, but you eat the donuts at the halfway point and then have to run.
That second mile probably had quite a few.
peepers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It has nothing to do with the story, but just so people at home know.
So I got this brand new cop uniform, and it's around Halloween, and one of my sisters decides to throw a little Halloween party. So she invites me, and I'm just like, shit, it's 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday. I ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah.
So I show up late because, I don't know, responsibilities, I guess, or something. Anyway, so I roll in, knock on the door, and not my sister answers, and I'm standing there in a cop uniform, and everyone at the fucking party is looking at me like going, my sister's name, I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, like, no, I'm her brother. Oh fuck, what have I done?
And the thing thing is it's not like a replica cop uniform. Like you could totally tell
shit.
it's not. It's you could tell it's a costume cop uniform. So
Walmart, $12.
yeah, that they bought it because, like I said, the donut, which is pretty fucking funny. The fact that they dressed up as cops, but yeah, the fact that they have that. Like dressed up like that, they thought it was a legit cop.
Yeah.
It's like you haven't seen a lot of cops or talked to a lot of
They
cops.
might have been a little faded. That would have been a perfect time to try to be a sex cop.
I know.
Who wants to go to jail and who wants to go home? Young lady, follow me. And then, sex cops.
Was it your younger sister?
Older.
Okay, so it's not like it was like a high school party. No. It's something because I was like, I might want to find out where this is going.
I think I would have found out which one's the sluttiest.
Yeah, for sure.
So you impersonated a cop and you had sex with an underage woman?
Those are allegations.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Wow, so young.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of your family,
Oh boy.
we have to tell this story. You knew since day one when you were going to be on the podcast, we have to tell this story.
I've rehearsed it many times.
And it's good because it's kind of faded from my memory.
I don't remember it well.
Yeah. So I have to set it up first.
Okay.
So with this is obviously dissing someone's mother is an art.
Oh, yeah.
Like I've been doing it since I could talk, I think. Just fucking practicing. You gotta fucking just get it into that samurai sword.
Yeah.
And whenever you get a great one, you can never live it down. It's not this is my best mother dissing story of all time, and I put it to the point where I will never get better than this even. I'll never beat it. It's not even that great of a diss. It's just how everything played out, which made it absolutely perfect.
It was textbook.
So, so there's only really 2 disses that I can think of towards moms, like I said, and this is definitely by far my favorite one and the best one that I've ever done. So tell from your point of view.
I was going to say, I remember it quite well because it was my mother.
Who's a saint, by the way.
So we're going on our tubing trip, which is a 6-hour drive from Lincoln.
Okay.
And so I live at the halfway point, my parents' house. And so I think it was Pagnasty, JPEGs, Chubbs, and Spencer and Taylor.
Yep. All in your truck.
Yep. And so we're getting by one of my hometowns. And I was like, hey guys, if you go like 8 miles this way, that's my parents' house.
And this is on the way up there, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
on the way to Valentine.
So we get up there, whatever, having a blast of a weekend. We come back, hungover, things have been forgotten from weeks ago that we found out. Never forget this. Anyway, so we're going back. We stop at this little town just before my hometown. To eat breakfast. We do it every year. All right. And was it the year that it was super slow?
Yeah, I think so.
Rob ended up getting up, grabbing the coffee pot, and just like serving everyone in the restaurant, like even random people we didn't know.
Yeah.
And so we get there, and my mother texts me, or I noticed she'd texted me a few days earlier, because when we're up there, we don't have service at fucking all.
Yeah, which is great. Anyway,
fantastic.
Nobody wants phone anyway. We fucking
no.
shut it off, and it just stays hidden until. And it's usually a 3 to 4 day trip. So.
Yeah. It's like if someone died, you're gonna find out about it really late.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Right.
But all right, so mom texts me, and I say, we're in O'Neill eating. We'll be driving through, and she goes, "Oh, do you want to stop by the house for some sweet corn?" And I was like, "Well, fuck yeah!"
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so I ask a bunch of people, and they're just like, "Yeah, if we can get a dozen." I was like, "Fuck, I can get like 3 dozen."
Nice.
So we're all agreed, obviously, because
Yeah.
sweet corn's fucking tits.
Yeah.
So, oh boy, I just realized I messed up.
It's all right.
So let me back up just a little bit, but pause where that story's at. So on the way up there, after I said, if we go this way, we'll hit my parents' house.
That's right.
And Pagnasty goes,
I go, we should go there for some HJs and lemonade, and not even in that particular order. Like, it doesn't have to be in that particular order. Everybody laughs. It's kind of a little jab at Joey. Everybody's like, ha, 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 that's funny.
Yeah.
So we fucking continue truck up to Valentine to go tubing, forgets and shit. So then we're eating.
and then when we're like 3 miles from my house, Pagnasty brings this topic up again. Oh, I can't wait for that HJ and lemonade. And so we roll in. Everyone's sitting in my fucking dining room table, or living room, whatever. And, telling how the weekend was, and my mother goes, "Does anyone want any lemonade?"
Now, the best part about
Great
this
setup.
is, so we're like laughing here, and as soon as she says, "Anybody want lemonade?" I hesitate. I'm like, "Yes, I do." Yep, like no fucking hesitation. And I look at Spencer, and he's just fucking. He can't look. He turns around, and by this time, I had told everybody that I made this joke, so everybody in the house already knows this joke, and everybody's trying not to laugh.
Okay.
And oh my god,
Even better is that 999 times out of 1,000, it's fucking iced tea.
that she
Never
offers.
fucking lemonade. Never.
Yes.
And so the fact that she brought up lemonade after this shit, she had no fucking clue.
Yeah, and so like I remember like we were living, he's like, I don't even remember ever having lemonade growing up ever once. He's like, it's always water or tea. She had to fucking offer lemonade. It's like, does anybody want lemonade? Yes I do.
I just looked around, I just fucking lowered my head. I was like, God fucking damn it.
And so of course, after I got the lemonade, he's standing there, it's that little down silence where everybody's just like enjoying their drink. I was just
And you were wearing suspenders. So you did the smug thumbs and suspenders from
right.
chest to shoulders as we were walking out going, ready for that hand job now.
And it's like, you gotta see it. It's a 4-day bender.
Yeah.
Barely any sleep. You're sunburned. You can't fucking believe this happened.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking, it's like everything lined up with the stars.
Oh, that's fucking
And
great.
it's just, when she's...
We got back in the truck and I was just shaking my head and I was like, dude, I can't fucking believe that just happened.
Here comes the onslaught. So I think even like when Chubbs got in, he's like, "So, Joey," he's like, "Fuck you, Chubbs."
It was perfect. Oh, God.
Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. Yes, I want lemonade. So now, like, we bring it up now every once in a while, just randomly and shit, and I'll like text him like, "Hey, about that other half of that deal."
So you did not get a hand job.
No, couldn't talk her into it.
Dad was sitting right there. That would
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that makes it weird.
Yeah.
That's a whole different kind of porn genre that most of us don't explore. Unless it's dark times. Yeah, we've been there.
So that was
That's good,
Yeah,
man.
it was fucking beautiful, and it's just now the thing is every time we go tubing. Like, we always go together, so I'll be like, "Hey, we need to stop and cash in on the other half of that deal."
And then Joey, does your mom know the full story now?
I don't think so. I know a few sisters are, and they got offended for whatever reason.
Yeah, because
like they're a part of it.
Because JPAGs like works with or used to work with 2 or 3 of his sisters, and they would always have work parties. You know me, I like to party.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a filter, so I would like drink with them, and then I'm pretty sure I told them the story just fucking 3 sheets to the wind at one point, and so, which is weird because to me, I'm telling a hilarious story about a great buddy, but then after I got done, I'm like, fuck, that's their mom too. I wouldn't even think about it, and they're not dudes, so they probably don't think it's funny at all.
Funny, yeah.
They have to appreciate the setup, though.
Yeah, but I was like,
fucking beautiful.
it's your brother. It's his. Oh shit!
Oh man.
So,
Glorious.
it's a gift that keeps on giving. It's like herpes.
Yeah, we've all been there too. Does anybody tell your mama jokes about Mama Pagnasty?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because if so, give me a list of names and we'll fucking handle business.
We'll handle it up.
I don't like that shit. I don't think that shit is funny.
Yeah. Rob Long just makes fun of my dad.
That
So.
son of a bitch.
No, it's good shit.
No, that's good, man. That's fucking perfect.
Do you got a good mama joke that you can think of?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say hand job story.
or that.
No, off the top of my head, I can't think of any mama jokes or hand job stories.
Hand jobs are mediocre.
Hand job, that's the thing. Like somebody was talking about hand jobs, recently, like in the last few months, and I was kind of looking at them like, the fuck? Are you still in junior high? Like,
I was listening to the Burt cast, Burt Kreischer, and I don't remember the comic that he had on. I can't remember her name, but she was saying, I can't remember what she calls it, but she'll give her boyfriend a hand job, when he's in the shower, if he's just acting all tense. She's like, yeah, I'll just get a bunch of coconut oil and just reach in there and unload him. Oh yeah,
that's fucking
she's
awesome.
I think she calls it a turbo jerk. The turbo jerk. It's in the shower. She's like, it's clean. Don't have to look at him.
yeah, that's
but
fucking
it's
awesome.
good.
Yeah, that is That's legit. I'll accept that.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
good. But just like a straight up hand job, it's like, no.
Unless there's like a level of risk involved.
Yeah.
Like
if you're in a place where.
in church, probably
Right.
not good.
Yeah.
In a car with other people.
But if you're like at a farmer's market, I think it's probably okay.
It's okay. Yeah. If you
with a
can't-
corn husk.
Jesus,
Yeah.
what are you into?
Yeah, it's like sandpaper. But yeah, I think I think like if you're in a place where you can have sex or use your mouth, then you do that. But yeah,
Right.
if you got to be discreet about it, yeah, you could go with a hand job. Other than that, you don't do hand jobs anymore. After you get out of middle school, like hand jobs should be out the window.
They're great when you're that age.
Yeah,
though.
when you're that age, it's great. Now it's just like, fuck, no. Like, what are you doing? Like Frank on the intervention episode on Always Sunny. He's like,
Yeah.
you're just mashing it. You're just mashing it.
Who was it that said, yeah, she does that?
Get it, smell? Oh, man. Like, did you guys bang? He's like, no. Well, he said, we just drank a bunch of Monster Energy drinks and made out. Or dry humped. It was awful. I'm giving Uncle Frank a hand job under the table. You're just mashing it. Yeah, hand jobs are out. If you're a lady that likes to give hand jobs, or dude that likes to give hand jobs, or likes to receive them, let us know. Let us know what it's about. I don't know. I'm out on it. You know, you can't get down with it. I think it's different than knuckle blasting a chick.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
chicks, if you knuckle blast a chick, right, they like it.
You
know
guys
what I mean?
can't see the motions, but we're learning technique right now. Do you
Like a
remember?
full body.
I don't know if I should bring this up or not.
Do it.
There's it's a story.
I know what you're saying.
Should I bring it up or no?
Well, don't say any names or anything.
No.
But-
I'm not gonna say any names, but
Yeah.
it's a trip that we took, and he was with a particular female, and he was talking about how I believe she stated that she could squirt,
Yeah.
or whatever. So she was telling Spicy this, and he's like, I mean, we'll see what we could do. And so we got to talking about it later, and he was like, and obviously being dudes as an army trip, I was like, so like, did it work? Like how is it or whatever? He's like, no, dude. He's like, I couldn't. It was the way he acts it out. He's like, no, I couldn't get it. You know, had her on the bed, just had my hand here, and I was just fucking going.
Yeah.
And he's acting out, but he's like putting his fucking shoulder into it. So he's like, just like finger blasting her, trying to get in touch. And it's just the way. And I know that's like pretty in detail stuff, but that's a great fucking story.
It was detailed, and I remember like, yeah, I'm a giver, so I'm trying to do this at the same time. Like, yeah, man, my fucking arms. My arm's getting tired, like my shoulder's getting tired, and I'm just like,
As long as they're still into it. If
Yeah.
they're screaming in pain, then
yeah, no,
there you go.
they're
Maybe
into
like
it.
that.
And
For me, it wasn't even the story. It was just the way. So there for a while, I was like, I'm going to go home and I'm going to do the brown. You know? Just act it out. So like when you were doing that, that's what it reminded me of.
So maybe some chicks might be like, you know what? Like I like getting knuckle blasted. So maybe he would like if I gave him a hand jibber. No, it's two different things.
Yeah.
Because I think knuckle blasting, you can hit certain spots that you can't hit with your peen. With the hand job, you could hit all those spots with your mouth. Your vagina. You don't need to get your dry hands on it and jerking ridiculously in different directions. No more hand jobs, ladies. We're gonna start a campaign, anti-hand job campaign. All right. And if you disagree with that, we want to know why. Maybe we're just not up on our hand job game. All right?
It's possible.
Hand jobs and lemonades. We'll have a sign at hand jobs and lemonades with a slash on the hand jobs. That's a great shirt.
with a disclosure, except from mothers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You have to.
They're old school and classy. That's how they roll.
That'll be a Mother's Day T-shirt. Next year,
Really? And just on the back, just say Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, fuck, that's fucked up. Love it.
No, it's
Love
good.
it, man.
Gotta love it.
I'm writing that down. I mean, it's on recording, but still.
Right. You never know.
Mother's Day. That's great. We talk a lot about sex and porn so far.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, yeah, it's just good. Oh, is anybody still listening?
We're real quick, shouts out Rob Long. He just announced his engagement.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking awesome.
And then, of course, Harris is getting married in
2 weeks.
Less than 2 weeks.
Less than 2 weeks.
13
so, yeah.
days. So.
Harris is getting married, poor bastard. And then Rob Long's going to be getting married, that poor bastard. No, it's awesome, though.
Yeah,
Like, it's
congratulations
good.
on both of them. So I'm sure we're going to have some stories.
Because we still got Harris's bachelor party coming up, Long's bachelor party, and then both weddings. So
yeah,
it's gonna be pretty fucking crazy. So good shit. Well, I know we touched a little bit on It's Always Sunny. You watch it. Do you have?
I'm a big fan of Always Sunny.
Have you always been a big fan?
No, Spencer got me into it. I think it was this last winter, maybe the winter. No, it was at least a year ago that I started binge watching it on
Okay,
Netflix.
so a lot of the old stuff is like somewhat fresh in your mind
Yeah.
since you just started
Yeah.
binge watching it.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of it before that or no?
I had. When I was in college, a bunch of people had talked about it, and I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the kid that was talking about it, so
okay.
I kind of just signed it off because of him. But then
Yeah.
once Spencer, someone with accreditation, started giving
If
it
you're going
some
to trust
credit.
anybody when it comes to TV or movies, he's probably the biggest person that I know of. Him and this other kid that I went to high school with.
Yeah.
Those two, I always listen to what they have to say for sure. So
I mean, that's what he does now for his job.
yeah, his job's pretty
Motherfucker.
fucking pud. But
Sorry, Chris.
no, yeah. I know. We got switched over to World Star hip hop videos, and now we're just like
Christ! Yes.
they're just
booty
like
dough.
ass twerking videos
Oh
at this
my
point.
God.
So I don't know how this went from Vine compilations to that, but
I'm not mad.
so
about
these
it.
two just caught the eye. I've been secretly watching it this whole time. So
You son of a bitch. Do you have a favorite Always Sunny character? We always ask that on the
Oh
podcast.
God,
it's so hard to pick.
It
We've
is.
said that a million times.
I
They're
mean-
all so good together. But
Charlie's always crazy, and I love it. But I'm always a fan of Dennis because it's like he's sophisticated, but then shit just goes south, and he goes with it.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's fucking beautiful to watch.
it's crazy. It gets crazier and crazier every season.
It
I
does. Oh God. And then the Mac secretly being gay is fucking wonderful.
Oh, the best was, I know we talked about it before, when he came back from the St. Patty's Day.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you watched this
Yes.
last-
Oh yeah.
I didn't know if you
I'm,
were
I'm all caught up.
or not. I thought you were. I just couldn't remember. So.
Yep. The fucking Suburban episode. I have to watch it all the fucking time.
Is that your favorite episode from last season?
By far, for sure.
Yeah, that might be one of the greatest episodes of all
That
time.
one
The Suburbs.
and what's the other one? The Halloween wedding, the Ponderosa.
Oh, the Ponderosa, yeah, when
Yeah,
they all,
where all the fucking-
basalts and all
Yes.
that. Yes, yeah.
That one's pretty great.
Yeah.
The scene where he's banging Marine. Oh God, I always, whenever I see anyone named Marine, I always do the quote, "Why Marine? You've enhanced yourself."
Oh, that's great.
It fucking pops in my head every time, and oh God, so funny.
The fucking dead tooth.
It stinks. It smells.
Oh my god, yeah. Do you have, other than recently, do you have a best episode of all time, or?
I mean, the Suburban one's pretty goddamn good. I've watched it several times. There's probably others. Can't think of it off the top of my head.
Yeah, there's so many. Yeah, I'm still in between Frank Reynolds, and Charlie.
Frank was a great addition. I
Oh
love
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Such a
He's so good, man.
hedgehog or what?
Yeah, I forgot he wasn't in the first season.
Have you watched the first season?
It's been a long time. I barely remember any of it.
It looks
so-
like it was recorded on a phone camera.
Oh yeah.
I love the progression of how they've slowly gotten better and
Yeah.
I like when they do like they talk about like old shit that happens. So the one episode from a few seasons ago when they do the Thunder Gun Express movie.
Oh God,
And they're trying to go see Thunder Gun, and they keep saying, "Man," like the cop stops them. He's like, "Whoa, what are you talking about? Targets?" He's like, "Oh, we're not trying to assassinate the president or anything. We're just trying to get the Thunder Gun." He's like, "Oh, you better get there. You don't want to miss one movie of that movie." Dude hangs dong.
That's right. They said that so many times.
They keep talking about dude hangs. We got to see that he hangs dong. And so at one point, Frank, they keep separating. They're, no man left behind, but then they keep separating. Like they go down in the sewer. Max steals a bike. Dennis is with that like Spanish chick. She's gorgeous. And then Frank steals a boat, and the boat is full of tourists, and they're
all
going up the
Asian,
Schuylkill
right?
River, the Schuylkill River, and they're all Asian, yeah. And then they're like, tell us about these buildings. Like, Philadelphia is known for a lot of murders. And put their dead bodies and dead prostitutes in the Schuylkill River. And that building, it's a big building. And then he starts just talking about the gang. So he's like, this one time, me and Charlie go down in the sewer, and he just tells like stories,
and it keeps like cutting to him telling different stories. Like, yeah, Charlie,
shit that happened in previous seasons.
Because the tour group has a translator, so the translator's like throwing his hands up, like I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but I think a lot of dead people. He has sex with a lot of hookers.
Yes. But I love that when they do that, and they do throw like he's telling actual stories from episodes that happened before, scams, and that's just great.
When the gang squashes beef, that was a pretty good
one.
They just fucking screw the door shut. It's on fire.
They start a fire.
Cricket's pretty good because his life has progressively gotten to shit.
Yes. Yeah, because of the gang.
Yeah.
Because of the gang.
Yeah. The lawyer episode when they were in court.
Yeah, with the
I fucking called the lawyer's life becoming shittier because I was like, oh, I fucking hope he's Cricket 2.0.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, oh fuck, I can't remember. It's been a little while since I watched that episode, but
that one was it McPoyle versus Ponderosa or something like that? Or
yeah, I think so.
I think so. Yeah, that was great.
The name of it.
About the wedding, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the dude lost his eye.
Yeah.
And then they were blaming it on the bird, but where's the bird? Under the Pappy's hat.
Right.
Sneaky motherfucker.
One of my favorite characters all time, Always Sunny. I don't think we brought this up on the podcast. It was episode 1 of one of the previous seasons, and it was called I want to say it was called Frank's Pretty Woman, and it was with when Frank was gonna marry that whore, Roxy.
Oh, yeah,
Roxy.
yeah.
And they try to turn her into... Dee takes her and tries to turn her into a pretty woman. And she's smoking crack, and she's spilling vodka on like drinks at expensive restaurants. And then she's like a prostitute. The fake Tiger Woods comes in. He's like a foot guy. But her character is so fucking good. It's so funny. It's the chick from Waiting.
Oh, yeah.
The chick from Waiting.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and, she's so good. Like
the crazy lady.
What's up, little dick? You know, she say like some of her like phrases are so good, and but she dies at the end of that episode before Frank can marry that whore. She dies in the episode, and I always wonder like they could bring her back and say she didn't die. I don't know if they'll ever do that. Right. Her character was great.
Yeah. You've said that before, where or I think not like on the cast, but you're just like, I hope they bring her back because she's like one of my favorites.
The way Frank says whore is great. It's like
whore.
Fucking love it.
And me and Camus were watching YouTube the other day. We were watching. Oh, it was a story on BuzzFeed, and it was pretty much people getting coffins for the first time, and they put them in a coffin, and then they have their best friend read them like a eulogy or whatever. And they're all like, "Yeah, it was pretty weird. It's kind of awkward." And they were like, everybody was saying the same thing. They were like, "I don't understand why a coffin has to be so plush and you're just in there dead." And it reminded me, so I had to play the clip for Camus. It reminded me of the episode with Frank's Little Beauties or whatever, the kid beauty pageant.
Yes.
And he's talking to the mortician, and he's like, I don't care. I'm dead. He goes on for like 2 minutes. He's like, if I'm dead, I don't care. Who gives a shit? I'm dead. He's like, fill me up with cream. Turn me into cannoli. Have sex with me all you want. I'm dead. And he just keeps going. And that mortician's like, yes. As he's putting makeup on him. Right. Jesus Christ.
Because then at the pageant, he just looks like a fucking train wreck.
Well, he broke his nose or something, so he has a mortician doing his makeup.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, I'm not diddling these kids. It's a fucked up episode. It's great.
His face is like all white.
Yeah, he looks like a dead body.
Hair's all straggly. The beginning when Frank first came into Always Sunny, he had looked decent, but then once he got associated with Charlie, that just went downhill.
Yeah.
Well, the Being Frank episode was pretty funny.
Yeah.
When he fucking gets out of bed, oh good, I made it home.
Yeah.
And then he goes over and there's 2 different buckets in like separate spots and he starts peeing, but then a stream also goes into the other one.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh my god.
He's I like where every character is at right now. And they just signed on for 3 more seasons, which I think we've said this before, but
That's awesome.
yeah. This would be fucking
Yeah,
great.
Joey, I'm glad you're a fan of the show like we are, man. Since the season ended, we haven't talked about it too much, but yeah, it's just fucking fun.
Just every episode.
Every episode. I still get on and I'll be like, if I'm bored, I'm like, fuck it, I'll watch an old episode of Always Sunny.
Right.
Just because we're so good.
The gun fever one's pretty fun.
Oh, yeah.
Where they fucking they cross, and they're just like, we need to get guns off the street. Whoa, we're kind of opposite sides of the fence there.
And the whole thing is Frank's, right? It's Frank's trying to make money.
Yeah.
He's trying to make money.
As always.
Yeah. It's a scam. The whole thing's a scam. He's like, oh. At the end of it, they're all like, yeah, we're on your side. He's like, what side? Fuck, I'm trying to do this. Yeah. Fucking great.
Oh, that's beautiful. Speaking of guns,
Yeah.
you got the most street cred out of anybody sitting here.
It's true.
Oh, shit.
I do have a little bit of street cred, considering that I've been shot.
Hell yeah. That'll raise your street cred for sure.
Yeah. Well, we'll just wait till you hear the story.
It's pretty tame, considering, but
Yeah.
it's not like I was in Detroit or anything.
Right.
I tried playing that card for a little while. It only got me like a number or two, but it didn't work. It's all right. So I remember we were on Christmas break my junior year, and just a boring Sunday. Me and a buddy.
Okay.
He lived out in the sticks with me, only a few miles away. So Sunday, get home from church, hit him up. I was like, "Hey, you want to go, destroy some varmints or whatever?" And we didn't actually end up killing anything that day, so it's kind of ironic that I'm the only one that got shot. So we're walking there, and imagine walking next to a little river, and it takes a dogleg left.
Okay.
And on that dogleg is a big embankment, so like 3 foot. So you obviously got to go a little more to the left. So we're sitting there walking, and my buddy has a lever action gun. He had one in the chamber, but the hammer was forward. So that's the safety on those guns.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I start walking out across the river, kind of at like a 45-degree angle to the left. And I get about halfway, and as he gets on, he slips, bumps his gun, it goes off. Now, this happened super fucking quick. So from my point of view, I'm walking, and there was this clod of dirt that I went to go step down on, and that's exactly when it happened. And I was like, oh, fuck, I think I just broke my leg. And so, obviously, go down on the ice in pain, but then I'm like, oh, shit, his gun went off.
Oh, shit.
So when it went off, it ricocheted off the ice and hit me in the leg.
All right.
Left side of the leg, actually a pretty lucky spot, because if it was farther towards the back, it would have done more damage.
All right.
But, so anyway, I'm sitting there laying, and I'm just like, all right, well, did it go through? Well, it was only a 22.
All right.
So not super, not a real powerful round, but enough.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But that's weird that he had the hammer forward.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this was after, so we were walking back to the truck, sorry.
Yeah.
And the truck was probably 100 yards away. And we had seen a few birds and squirrels, but nothing really to kill or whatever. So, and so I'm sitting there. I've got my muck boots on. This is December 28th.
Okay.
So there's snow on the ground.
Yeah, it's cold.
Ice is frozen. We're walking across the frozen creek, so
right.
There's that. So fucking unzip my overalls, roll up my fucking sweatpants, which I still have. They have a hole in it. So I roll down my muck boots. I guess everything that I was wearing that day had a hole in it. So I rolled down my muck boot, and I put my hand down it, and there's blood.
So at this point, were you thinking you were shot? I mean, I know it crossed your mind that it went off, but you still thought it was more probable that you just didn't step wrong and something fucked up?
Well, I wasn't sure, and I was kind of in a little bit of shock. So once I put my hand down the boot and it was warm and I pulled it out and it was bloody, then shit got real.
Yeah.
I mean, how clearly did you hear the shot, or did you not hear it?
It happened like
You stepped
immediately.
in the shot.
But you were close enough that you knew his gun went off.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And so I was like, well, I guess we'll see if it went through. Because I didn't know. I assumed he would have shot down and it would have went through my leg.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a ricochet until
Okay.
later, because I didn't really give a shit what happened. If there was a bullet in my goddamn leg.
Yeah.
How it got there is irrelevant. It's there.
Right.
So I fucking rolled down my other boot, and I was like, all right, it didn't go down. So I push down my boot, and I open it, and I move my hand from the wound, and it fucking starts gushing out on the ice, and I cover it up immediately. I'm just like, we gotta go. And during this time, Buddy's calling my dad, and we're not in the best service, so it's not really going through. I think the first few calls didn't go through. So my dad finally answers, but this was late afternoon, and he was doing chores, so he was in the tractor.
Right.
Which he couldn't hear shit.
Oh, yeah.
And so my buddy Nate had to say it over and over and over again, and I just felt bad every time he said it. There's been an accident. I shot Joey.
Oh, shit.
And he kept saying that over and over because my dad was like, I can't hear you. Finally, he shut the tractor off because there's been an accident. I shot Joey.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because at that point, they didn't know how bad. Is he dead?
Yeah.
Is he fine? Was
Right.
it, So he gets to the truck. I crawl off the ice, get up that embankment that was too far to walk on or walk up, not being shot. So hop in the truck, fucking haul fucking ass home. So parents called the ambulance, and they're like 10 miles away, and we were 10 miles away.
Okay.
So we rolled in my driveway. We obviously sped more than them. Rolled in the driveway, and one of my cousin's wife, who's a nurse, met me in the driveway, and she was like, "We just need to get him to the hospital now." Like, I can't tell. So we get to the
good that
intersection.
she was there, though.
Did you apply pressure, tourniquet, or anything like that?
I just fucking had my hand on it the whole time. I didn't know.
So, you're holding it. I mean, you're applying pressure for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely blood in that truck. Still to this day, it's stained because it never got cleaned off for like 2 weeks.
Oh, right.
So we go to the little we should live like 500 yards from an intersection. So after we turn the corner, ambulance is right there.
Right.
Now, being from a small town, everyone has pagers that's on, I'm going to say the force, EMTs.
Okay.
And so there were probably about 8 pickups behind it that from everyone following the ambulance.
awesome.
It's like whoever can get to the ambulance first, fucking head out there. If not, just go straight to whatever address.
Okay.
Right.
And so I remember it was funny. Our main mechanic in that town was the guy that helped me in the ambulance.
It's a small ass town.
It
I love
is.
it.
Yeah, EMT and mechanic. What problem you got? I can fix it.
Right.
So
sure.
I'm like pulling my hair out. They tell me to take my arm off. They're holding it so it doesn't bleed. And they take me to the local hospital, and it takes forever to get an IV in because I'm just freaking the fuck out. So they try me like 4 or 5 times down each arm.
Jesus.
And the other nurse came in. She's like, "You don't have an IV in yet? Like, get the fuck out of my way." Does it the first time.
Boom.
So then I got to go get an X-ray.
All right.
Well, I'll be sure to send you that picture.
Yeah,
We'll post that shit on the gram.
he's gonna, definitely send it to me. We'll post it up there when we post this episode.
So I get an X-ray, freaking out the whole time, and I'm sitting there, fucking, morphine finally starting to roll.
Nice.
I'm feeling a little better.
Nice.
Officer comes in, what happened? I don't fucking know. Gun went off. I'm here, so whatever he says, I guess, is what is going.
And it's not like it was like a guy you barely knew or something.
Right,
It's
we're
like
good
you knew it
friends
was
to
an
this
accident.
day. Even I mean, it was.
You
I
always
feel-
had that over his head, though.
We're gonna
sure.
call him Bang Bang. For sure. My brother called him Bang Bang for a while after, and we'd got drunk one night, and he goes, "Dude, I fucking hate it that your brother calls me Bang Bang. Like, I feel so bad."
Yeah.
And to this day, I'm just like, I feel bad for you. Like,
Yeah.
Right. I mean, now that you're okay, and
Yeah.
you could have been a lot worse.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But anyway, so I go to the fucking hospital in Omaha. They gave me some Percocet, put me in a walking boot, and send my ass home. That was it. And as soon as they rolled me into the ER, there were people like with legit gunshots.
Oh, yeah. Like, what is
Creighton
this?
Hospital. I don't
Oh,
know
Creighton?
that.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So there were other people, and I was a little concerned. And I was like, I don't belong here. Give me something to get me out of here. So we fucking, I popped 2 Percocet, which is a fucking lot.
Yeah.
And so we head home. We stopped at McDonald's because this was like 5 in the morning. So I hadn't eaten for 12, 18 hours, something like that. So parents stop, get me McDonald's, and I'm mowing down on some nuggets. And the next thing I know, I wake up at home, and there's a nugget in my mouth.
Jesus.
Passed the fuck out.
Damn.
Because
Lucky your fucking ass didn't choke on that nugget. Survived a gunshot wound. Fucking went
Got
down
a
with a
chicken
goddamn
nugget.
chicken McNugget.
Oh, shit, for real.
So
Jesus.
we get home at, I don't know, 6, 7 in the morning and fucking walk in, crutches, who the fuck knows how to walk with crutches, up steps to boot. So fucking get there, and the pharmacy doesn't open until like 10 o'clock,
All right.
and these were beginning to wear off.
Oh.
And so I needed more Percocet, and I was hurting, almost in tears.
All right.
And so finally, eventually like 6 weeks later, I could finally walk on my own. It took forever.
Yeah, that's a long time, man.
The first words I said that were out of my mouth after I figured out what would happen was, "I think you fucking shot me," which is never a great conversation
No.
starter.
He looks around like, Yeah, that was me. There's nobody else here.
So that's the story of me getting shot. There's a hole. There's scar tissue. There's a little bump there. Freaks people out, but
So-
it's a good time.
The bullet didn't go through.
No.
Is it still in your leg?
Most of it. It was a hollow point. So
Okay.
when it
Oh,
hit
shit.
it ricocheted. It came upwards into my leg, like mid lower calf
Okay.
on the side. And when it hit my tibia, it kind of made a comet effect.
Okay.
So there's about 3 or 4 big pieces that went towards the top of my skin, towards the very front of my shin, and
Alright.
that's where the big bump is.
Okay.
But if you were to look at the X-ray, there's probably 1,000 pieces.
Oh, I
of it.
bet.
Yeah, well, we'll show. He'll find it tonight.
Okay.
Hopefully, we'll show it to you. But yeah, you can see it. It's pretty fucking cool. I mean, now that he's okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't know the prick back then, so it's all good now.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, for sure. That's panic right away. Like fuck. I'm
It was-
bleeding. You shot me, you son of a bitch.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
I didn't get my gun back for like a month because obviously they're going to take my gun and his.
God, it's probably been shot a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Just out
They
there
actually brought
practicing.
ammo back, which was surprising.
Oh, nice.
But it was before the ammo shortage of 2013.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a pretty fucking crazy story, though.
Fuck yeah.
And you love guns to this day, so
Still love them. I respect them a lot more now.
right.
Yeah, that's bad. I mean, that's bad luck. You figure a gun goes off in an accident, and all that area,
The fucking
Up and
perfect
down, left
angle
and
to
right,
fucking
yeah.
ricochet it off.
right, and then that's crazy. That's crazy bad luck. People shoot at people all the time, and miss. And then this is an accident and fucking hit you. That's scary. Yeah, it can happen.
Got a big respect for guns now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite gun?
Oh, God. I mean, yeah. One that I own or one that I would like to own? Or-
Both.
My favorite gun that I own is probably my 1911.
Oh, I like 1911.
Fucking love it. The show Top Shot, where they do the voting for who goes to the challenge to
Yeah,
get
they all
voted
gotta
off.
shoot at target,
Yeah.
and whoever gets
Yeah.
the closest is not eliminated or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
They used the 1911
Yeah.
for that,
Yeah.
and I fucking fell in love with it that
Okay.
day. But I would really love an M1 Grand, which
Oh,
was
my
a
God.
World War
Yeah.
II gun.
Yeah.
But
Right.
super expensive.
Are they?
That's like the ones that collectors own
Mm-hmm.
are like, you don't even want to know that price tag. They won't even
yeah.
sell it.
Jesus.
But to find one that's even been rebuilt or whatever is like $2,000. I'm just like, oh, that's depressing.
I've seen them before in people's collections, and yeah, they look sick. And that's what they use on drill teams and shit, the fake
Yeah.
weapons. But yeah, I've never fired at M1, and yeah, that would be fucking awesome to have. Those are fucking awesome. They're beautiful. Yeah.
It's so fun. What about you?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, you were military. I mean, you've got way more.
My favorite gun shooting, and this came up in Q&A, and I think I went with a M249 SAW squad automatic weapon,
I'd love to shoot that.
just because it's fully automatic, and it shoots so many rounds, but it's not a big round.
Yeah.
It's a 5.56, which is civilians 223.
Right.
But it's built, and I messed up. I think when I talked about it on the podcast Q&A, I said it was magazine fed. It's magazine fed, but it's also belt fed. So
yeah.
you could throw a magazine, a 30 round magazine in there, or
Right.
whatever kind of you can throw a magazine in there, and it'll fire off of that, or it'll fire off belt fed. But that thing, fucking seriously, I think it's. I don't know. There's fact checkers, but I want to say it's like 600 rounds a minute.
Yeah,
like,
it's something ridiculous.
it's fucking sick. And since it's a smaller caliber, I mean, you could fucking hold that thing down and just fucking go. Whereas like a 240 or an M60, like Rambo shooting it standing up or shooting two standing up, like no fucking way, bitch. No fucking way. But the M249, you could fucking, yeah, it's so fun to shoot. Plus, shooting bigger caliber weapons fully like that, you're getting gas and shit in your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
It's beating the shit out of your shoulders, fucking you up. The M249 is awesome. Yeah, if I had one of those, I'd mount it right on my Ford truck.
Fuck yeah.
And I'd just be fucking laying bitches down. Just kidding. No, it's fun to shoot.
No, yeah, it is, man. I love. I need to practice. I'm not that great at handgun shooting at
Me neither.
all.
It takes a lot of practice. Like what? So last year I really got into them when I bought the bulk of my guns about this time of year.
Yeah.
And we went to the range probably at least every week, and like we were getting pretty decent. But then we like skipped a week or month, and then we went back, and I was like, I don't even know where it's hitting.
Oh, yeah.
Gee.
Yeah.
But
And that's the thing with
handgun.
it. You got a saw. Like you're shooting 600 rounds a minute, you don't need to good at it.
Left to
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
draw a
no.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll move up, because of, the kickback, whatever.
Yeah.
walk up. But other than that, you're hitting your target.
Just go.
Just
Yeah, it's been a long time. Like I said, since I shot and been decent at a handgun. So, but I like rifle shooting better. Just overall, I enjoy it. I just probably because I've done it a lot more. So, but yeah, I don't have like a all-time favorite gun. I just love shooting all guns.
Yeah,
For sure.
It's nice.
We should go sometime.
Yeah, there's a range in maybe 2 miles, 3 miles from here, and it's awesome. It's good.
Nice. Have you ever shot suppressed?
No, never.
Have you?
No.
That's a treat.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, 22 is super quiet.
Oh shit.
I mean, other than the bullet going supersonic, that's
Okay.
the loudest part.
Okay.
Other than that, it's mouse part quiet.
Okay. God damn, dude,
Nice.
that's awesome.
No,
And
I've
then-
never shot suppressed.
Like, so my buddy's got a bunch of NFA items,
Okay.
and the fucking 223 suppressors, dope. Makes it sound
shit.
like a 22 on suppressed.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We usually just wear ear protection.
Oh yeah,
when we're
yeah,
shooting
absolutely.
just to be safe
Yeah.
because tinnitus
Yeah.
and like Archer. God damn it, Mop.
Do you watch Archer?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not caught up. I mean, I
Oh,
watch
my
it.
God,
I watch it
so
every now and then. It's on
fucking
Netflix,
good.
so
Yeah, it's
yeah.
so
Tinnitus is the ringing of the ears, and yeah, when you shoot or any loud noises,
Yeah.
or especially shooting, yeah, every now and then, like even at the range or wherever you're at, you start shooting weapons
Yeah.
without your hearing protection. You're
Oh, it's
gonna,
bad.
That beep,
Yeah.
you can't hear shit.
The Bill Burr skit.
Oh yes,
Bill Burr.
Dude, when he said that, I was fucking.
Everybody
dying
who's ever
fucking
shot a
laughing.
gun knows because you learn as a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you could always take protection, but at some point you're not gonna be ready. Somebody's gonna fucking shoot, and you're gonna get it. But that part, what's the fucking name of the actual stand-up?
I'm sorry you feel that.
Yeah, I'm sorry you feel that with Bill Burr.
The
And
black
it's-
and white
it's-
one?
Yeah, it's his latest one, and it's fucking. That's my second favorite bit in that whole fucking.
Oh, I
stand-up.
forgot about that, dude.
But yeah,
that is
it's
fucking
just-
funny.
And I shot again. It didn't go higher, didn't go lower, just stayed the same. Ooh!
I shot AT4 like rocket, a live round at an empty tank, and I didn't have air protection in, and it.
Why?
I
just
I was a team leader,
yeah.
and so we did like a crawl, walk, run, exercise, and it was a live fire exercise. At the end of the exercise, we take out the tank, do some other stuff. So I have one ear plug in, the soft one.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're running around. We got helmets on. This is a live fire drill over a big distance.
Okay.
And so I have one soft ear plug in. The other one I have open because I'm on the radio.
Okay.
I'm my own RTO.
Yeah.
I'm a team leader. Then as a specialist, so I'm acting. I went from anti-armor specialist, where I did some demo shit with Bangalores and C4 blocks for breaching, and then I became team leader.
Okay.
At the same time, I did anti-armor shit.
Right.
So I had one earplug in because I'm talking on the radio a lot, and not just for practice, just because for real, like we got people separated, and
Oh,
when you're assaulting objectives, you got to shift fire and cease fire when they
Oh,
people
yeah, so
start.
you
Get,
don't-
yes,
So
or
you don't
else,
shoot people in the shins and stuff.
yeah, too soon.
It hurts. It fucking hurts.
So yeah, for real. So we would always use for cease and shift fire. We would use two forms of communication, and at night we would use like chem lights, and we would use radio communication. During the day we would use smoke, different color smoke.
Yeah.
Stood for shift fire and cease fire, and then we use radio communication or hand signals, depending on what was going on, but it was always two. So I was on the radio a lot. I didn't even shoot the AT4 in basic training. That was my one day at KP. You could have it's a fucking missile. It took over the bazooka. It took over the law. So now it's the AT4. It's a live fucking like a rocket,
Yeah.
and they use it for anti-tanks. And in basic training, and there's training simulations where you put a 45 caliber round in there and practice opening it up. You flip open the two scopes, one up front, one in the back. You aim. You push down on the fucking clacker up top, and it fires off the 45 caliber. Or if it's a live round, it fires off a live round. I never even did the 45 caliber round.
Oh, you just
I've done
fucking-
the straight up demo. That's just a demo piece where you slap the rear sight, slap the front sight. Two things. It's a tube on your
it's
shoulder.
boom.
Yep.
Like when you see it on the movies, like that's real. That's
Yeah.
what it does.
Yeah. And then you flip up the scopes, and then on top of it, you press squats. You press down on the deal, and it fires. I never even shot the 45 caliber round. My first time ever shooting it was shooting it live. So I remember being on the radio, and I'm like, fuck, take the shot. I wasn't standing correctly. You check your back blast area because it shoots out. I remember being down on my knee, and my left knee is up. I'm on my right knee because I'm right-handed, and then my right leg's kind of behind me, and I'm just crouched down.
Yeah, you're supposed to tuck that leg in. Supposed to.
Yeah, and I checked my back blast, and I remember I fucking clicked it, and it fired, and I just remember I couldn't hear a fucking thing. Yeah, and I remember the tree. There was a tree behind me, and leaves were on fire. And I remember I thought the back of my, I thought the back of my right foot was on fire. Yeah, I thought something went wrong.
Yeah, so like for people who don't know, like I said, when you fire it, if you're on your right leg and it's out, you're supposed to like put it under your ass, maybe like even sit down on it. Mm-hmm. This way, when it shoots out, you don't catch your leg on fire.
Yeah,
so.
I thought something went wrong. I thought the back of my leg was on fire. I saw the tree was on fire. I remember people are talking because it was a live fire drill that went over a large distance. So we're moving, another team's moving, so we're communicating. After that, I don't remember talking on the radio or anything. I'm just like, okay, I'm not on fire. I can't hear anything. Let's just keep moving. Guys are falling out. We're carrying weapons. We're carrying guys. Like this is like trying to be a for real scenario.
Yeah.
Did you hit the tank?
I hit the tank.
Nice.
And it's
well done. That's what matters.
Yeah, great question. Yeah, just fucking punched right through the armor and it was smoldering.
I never got to fire one, but I've seen it live in basic training. Because in basic training, they just pick like one person.
Yeah.
And we had a guy who went on one of our practice ranges. He went 40 for 40.
Okay.
So they made him where he didn't have to do the actual final one to graduate from basic training, and he got to fire the live AT4, which is pretty cool.
And like a frag grenade, like in movies, you throw a frag grenade and it makes a huge fireball. It doesn't do that.
Nope.
It's a fragmentation. With this, it's not you got a HE, which is high explosive, and you got AP, which is armor piercing for most big rounds like that. This is just an armor piercing round. So it hits the tank and it just punches through all that armor, and then but it doesn't cause an explosion. Except my leg. I thought my leg exploded. Jesus. So, but yeah, that's not fun. Don't shoot one of those.
If you guys were one person, you would have some shitty ass legs.
So I know Nasty and Friends podcast is for the kids. Kids, if you want to fuck around with guns, have a parent with you.
Yeah,
don't fuck
safe.
Around with rockets.
Be safe.
Rocket launchers.
Take a hunter safety course. They go over that like gun safety and shit, which is good. Like
absolutely.
I was at in a wedding this past summer, and
you were packing.
No, but they took pictures like with shotguns and like just different guns and shit like that. So, but his dad was in the army. He was like in the Army Reserves, and another guy that was in the fucking wedding party, like he was in the I think National Guard. Those sick fucks. But like we were carrying anyway, like like you could tell you guys were in the military, like just the way like you're holding it, your fingers not on the trigger, just stuff like that. So it's just it's shit that sticks with you. I mean, you can't help like if you fucking slip and fall on the ice.
Right.
Try to be hold it so shit like that doesn't happen. A weird freaky accident, but you gotta be safe out there for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Take your fucking safety classes. Do you got your concealed to carry, Joey?
I took the class, haven't got the permit yet.
Okay.
I need to update my license, and then I'll be fine.
But you don't have to do anything. I mean, you've already done everything.
Yeah,
you just got to update your license and then.
Yeah, I haven't been a bad person, so that should get approved, no problem.
Do you think you're on any FBI watch list or anything?
I mean, a little while back, I made a tweet that was
yesterday
supposed to be innocent, and it took a hard left fucking turn. So I tweeted, and I was sitting at work, and I was like, God, me and my buddy were talking about guns, going to his place and shooting, and I was like, God, I need some trigger time. So I tweeted, and I was like, I need to go shooting. Like, it's been too long. I definitely need to get back on that trigger time.
Seems legit, yeah.
And our buddy Spencer quotes it and tags the fucking FBI.
Like, that's it. Nothing else, just at FBI.
So at that point, he quoted it, so I can't delete it.
No, that's even more suspicious.
So I tweeted back, and I was like, what the fuck, man? I was like, target shooting.
I don't know if you've talked to him about this, but so right after that happened, I saw it, And since we were at the same place, we IM a lot, and I just IM'd him, and I said, dude, and he goes, that tweet to the FBI, and I go, Joey's on some list now, and you know how when you misspell something, you put the asterisk, he put the asterisk, said another list, and I fucking lost. I was like, yes!
Dude, Pags showed me that. Because I saw that tweet that you said, but I didn't see that from Spencer.
Oh, God.
But Pags showed me that today. He told me about it and showed me, and I just fucking laughed so hard, dude. Spencer, shouts out, man. That's a good prank.
Fuck you, Spencer.
I watch your back, man. Watch your back.
I ain't doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, no, it's fucking. It was great, and I saw it, and just the subtleness of it.
I know. I was taken away when I saw it, and I was like, you gotta be shitting me.
Yeah, you had to probably did a double take. Like, are you fucking serious?
And that was it. Just FBI. Fuck. Well,
you know how much shit they get all the fucking time.
Oh my god, yeah.
So I can't even imagine the shit that people tweet at them.
Oh, I'm sure people just like the way people call 911. Like, there's crazy people, there's people on drugs, and there's people that probably tweet them like, "Hey, stop watching me. I know you guys are watching me. And I'm wearing my aluminum foil hat. I know, but I still know you guys could read my brain." They probably all day get tweets. So, yeah. You're just among the list with the rest of those people we just talked about.
Cool.
They look you up, saying you were hospitalized from being shot.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
we need to look into this. Fuck. All I'm thinking of is fucking Wolf of Wall Street. So, like, what do you know? We can't discuss an ongoing investigation. Oh, God. Oh, no.
That was fucking great.
Good shit.
Yeah, guns. Yeah, I like to shoot guns. I don't do it that much. We're going to my girlfriend's family's ranch in a couple weeks, and we're gonna go out there and we're gonna do some shooting and shit. But
Nice.
around here, we got to go to a range, and that costs money.
Yeah, I just go back
country.
home.
Yeah,
So-
the country.
since I'm since we're both from small towns, if I go back home,
awesome.
there's a spot I can always go. It's close to where I deer hunt, and I just got to text the guy and said, "Hey, we're gonna be out at the sand pit shooting." He's like, "All right." Or if there's gonna be somebody else out there, or if he's gonna be in the area farming, he's just like, "Hey, I'll be in this area. Can you wait until this time or whatever?" So, no, it's awesome, man. I love going out there and usually go in and sight in our rifles for deer season just to get a couple shots in.
Nice.
And, yeah, it's fun. It's a fucking blast. It's an awesome time. I mean, especially like if you're super safe. And
Oh, yeah.
I love shooting blue rock. I'm not that good at it.
Blue rock's
but,
so fun.
but I love doing that. We did that a couple years ago for Mikey and I's birthday, and our birthday's in December. It's December 12th, so it was like it wasn't even cold yet.
Yeah.
And it was like nice. We were just out there, just fucking got a bunch of people pulling.
What's Blue Rock?
It's like the clay pigeons.
Oh,
You
okay.
ever
Oh,
see-
yeah.
Yeah, it's also called Blue Rock.
Okay.
And so yeah, we have a launcher, and then you get the hand launcher. You
shit.
just pull.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fucking fun.
That sounds awesome.
I love it. And then we would set. So we had that, a bunch of people doing that. We set up a bunch of those other clay pigeons, and like put them up and like went long distance. We were trying to shoot them out like with 22s, like from like well over like 100 yards away. So like that was fun just to see.
Yeah.
You know, so it's good times.
Yeah, dude. Around here, we do Nerf. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Nerf.
Oh, yeah.
Nerf technology, Joey, it's moved up. So I just bought a Nerf gun. It's almost like an AR. It's got a collapsible stock.
Nice.
It's fully automatic, battery operated. You hold the trigger down. It's a 30-round magazine. I got it duct tape or rape tape, whatever you want to call it, to another magazine that's upside down. So I go through that first 30. I fucking change mags, flip it, another 30, and I fucking. So it's got a rail on it, and the rail is close to the rail I have on my AR. So I put zip ties on there. It's at my girlfriend's house. Her boys use it. But it's got what I used to have on my AR. It's got a red dot scope. And on top of that, it's got a flashlight.
Fuck yes.
And they fucking love that thing.
They're going to operate when they grow up.
Yeah, they love that shit. And even if it's a Nerf gun, when you're playing Nerf war and somebody comes up the stairs, you got the red beam, and the flashlight's bright, man. You get blinded.
Yeah.
All you could do is put your head down and return fire. Like,
But they're fucking huge. I think like a lot of people, JPEGs was saying like where she was working, like I guess it's pretty big for like the seniors there. Like they'll go around and like attack each other in public, like with these Nerf guns.
That's
and
awesome.
Like, she works for a dentist, and
Yeah.
like this one guy was like in a
shit.
chair, and this guy just fucking comes
oh
blasting
yeah,
in.
they got single shots, they got pistols, they
Yeah.
got mortars.
The Nerf game is 100 times better it was than
Nerf.
when
Oh my
we-
god,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
on another level, man. Like I'm telling you, I got a collapsible stock. There's a 4 rail on the Nerf, and you could add attachments to it. Like,
Yeah,
it's
you showed it to me. You were shooting at your cats.
Oh,
Like when you first got
no,
it.
I can't do it anymore. As soon as I pick it up, they scatter. They know what's coming. They're smart. They're smart.
But I mean, it's not. I mean, if you catch it in the eye, it'll hurt for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
But I mean, it's not super hard. But they come like
Yeah.
you know
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't want to get
You don't
hit
wanna
by
get hit,
it.
no.
You should probably wear eye protection.
Yeah, probably.
But no, you can get pretty big. It's just kind of like I don't know if it's still big, but the airsoft guns.
Oh, yeah.
I think it is. I
Like-
see them at stores.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty big, and they got some fucking bomb ass guns
Oh,
for
they
the
got some
airsoft.
real. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So-
they look real scary.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be on the streets with those.
Nope.
Especially if you're a minority and police is that. You're done, son. Done, yo. No questions asked.
Yeah, it's good. I remember just growing up shooting. I was around guns my entire life. Grew up, started off with a BB gun, stuff like that. So
Do you think people need to teach their kids about guns?
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
I don't think that. I think they definitely need to be taught about them. I don't think it's necessary that if a house doesn't want to own them, they shouldn't own them. But I think they should at least
You
go.
have to. Yeah, you have to tell.
Yeah, you at least have to have that conversation with them. Again, if you don't know anything about guns, that's understandable. Just have somebody talk to them. But I think everybody should. I think every kid should at least handle a gun, go to shooting where somebody at least shows them, and muzzle awareness, shit like that. I 100% believe that.
I think so. I think just like fire, just like sex, I think you educate kids like, hey, because you might not have any guns. You might hate guns. You might not be comfortable with them. But if your kid goes to a friend's house and they find that kid's dad's gun, and then they're like, oh, I'm curious about this. I never...
Because
you
like with the
tell them,
Nerf
don't
guns,
ever, don't touch any gun.
yeah, I mean the Nerf guns and stuff are fun, but if they're doing that and they're like shooting each other, and if they don't know what a real gun is, and they pick it up just playing around, you just never know.
Yeah.
And so you have to be on it. I think everybody should go through that stuff, like you said, whether you are around guns or not, just to at least have that somewhere
Absolutely.
in your fucking brain.
Absolutely.
Personally, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely agree. I brought it up because I knew what you guys were going to say. I think it was a video on Facebook or some shit. I don't know. I browse Reddit a lot, so there's a lot of shit that filters through my brain. But there was like a group of 10 kids that they were all introduced to guns, and 2 of the kids were grown up, like, don't touch guns if you don't know if they're loaded or whatever. Be cautious. Those were the only 2 that didn't pick them up, and every other kid were handling
What is this?
legit guns, no problem. But like winging them around and shit, I was like, Jesus Christ, that's terrifying.
Yeah, it's education.
Yeah,
it's education,
absolutely
whether
it
you
is.
agree with it or not. And like I just had this conversation. We were talking about sex ed.
Yeah.
And it's like
There's some sex ed on the TV right now.
oh shit.
Beach squats.
World Star shouts out World Star hip hop.
Hashtag arch that back challenge. I fucking appreciate you. Damn. That booty dough.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That mouth do.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're still doing twerking videos on TV.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't picked that
Jesus,
up.
how many are there?
Yeah. They'll go on forever.
Yep.
But no, education's big, man. Like I know people don't like certain things. If you don't like guns or if you don't like people having sex before marriage, you can't shelter your kids from reality.
Right. Well, it's just
and you educate them about sex, and you could preach abstinence or you could teach whatever, but you have to educate. Like if it happens, it's going to happen. You're going to run into guns. You're going to run into sex.
Absolutely.
Education is you have to.
Yeah, and what I was gonna say is, like you said, if you don't like guns or whatever, I mean, I don't know parents who like do meth around their kids, but kids know about drugs and the harm. You know what I'm saying? Like shit that they're gonna encounter for sure. You have to. I mean, kids like. There's a lot of kids who fucking get shot and die and stuff yearly because
Oh my god, yeah.
it's ridiculous.
People aren't responsible with their guns, and they're like, "Well, I know you might be responsible as fuck, but you leave your gun out, and then you got a kid, and then your kids might know, like, I don't fuck with my dad's guns." Yeah, you get another kid in the house. That kid doesn't know anything about guns. Boom! Now he's waving it around. Fucking, I listen to Nasty and Friends podcast. People get shot in the leg. It doesn't. You're gonna be okay. Whatever, you know.
Sometimes you get okay when you get shot in the legs. Other times, not so much.
Yeah, no.
Civil War era, I should have died.
Yeah,
Right there on the ice.
Infection and.
Yeah, because you got shot with a musket. That fucking ball is a little bit bigger than a 22 round.
Your leg's gone, son.
God damn, now I gotta repack that. And Joey's missing half the fucking bottom half of his leg.
Yeah.
That fucking reminds me. Have you ever seen the movie Malibu's Most Wanted?
No,
Yes.
I don't think I watched the whole thing.
The fucking part. I brought a musket. I'll fucking have to show
Did
you.
they bring
the
a
clip.
harpoon too?
Yeah, it's a harpoon, a musket, and then it's
Rocket launcher.
yeah, it's a rocket launcher, but it's Nick Swardson.
That's
Who
awesome.
plays it, and he's the one. I got this from my dad, and it's like a fucking AT4.
Jesus.
But so they roll in there with the fucking musket, the harpoon, and the AT4. It's
Nice.
fucking great. But anyway, I was just like, is that a fucking musket? Oh, it's good.
Whose bit was that? Oh, Jim Jeffries.
Oh yeah, have you ever
talking
seen
about
Jim Jeffries' gun control bit?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
I
good,
have.
which is great. And the thing
It's true.
is,
It's so true.
It
It's
is
so
very
real.
true what he says, and I mean, I don't necessarily agree with some of the stuff that he says. I do agree with everything he says, and that's what makes it super funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he's just saying it's a comedy show and all that, and he even says that in there.
Yeah.
But he's like, 50% of you are laughing, and the other 50% are pissed off. But out of that 50%, 20% of you understand that it's a comedy show
Yeah.
and I'm joking.
Yeah.
And he goes through that, which is fucking great. But he does make great points. And what he said, he goes, the only argument that you have, and he goes, it's not a bad argument, is I love
You
guns.
love guns, yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that at
Yeah.
all. I'm just telling you my point of view because he's from Australia. If you look it up, just type in Jim Jeffries in YouTube. Guarantee the first thing that pops up is gun control. It's 2 parts on YouTube. It's 2 different videos. Each are like 7 minutes long, but watch it. Every time there's a major shooting in the USA, it always comes back around. And it is really good. And he makes
really
great,
good.
100% great points,
yeah.
and I agree with him. So
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Fucking love it.
it's beautiful, man. I just finished up Legit.
I gotta watch that.
It's 2 seasons. Yeah, it's just
On
2
Netflix?
seasons.
Okay.
And I believe it's off of that gun bit is off of Jim Jeffries' Bear, and that's
Okay.
on Netflix
Yes.
as well. And there's a lot in that show from his different bits. So if you know, I've seen the stand up 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7 times, and so I knew these episodes are from that. But it's fucking hilarious and it's serious. It's kind of emotional too. It's really good. It should have had way more seasons.
Yeah.
Too. He's so funny, and it's got.
Well, it's because of FXX, I think.
Yeah.
We're shit for promoting. Yeah.
I hope he comes out with another stand-up soon, man. He's fucking hilarious. I love looking at him.
good.
His airplane bit is fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah.
About airplane etiquette. Have you seen it?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
that's
good.
fucking great.
Yeah.
His bit about Oscar Pistorius from South Africa, the runner, the Blade Runner, whatever. That's a great bit. He's got so many great bits. We talk about stand-up on here a lot. I don't know if he brought up Jim Jeffries. Check out Jim Jeffries. All of his specials are fucking great.
Yeah.
Solid, man.
And his
So
fucking
fucking
accent cracks me up.
Oh, yeah.
We just watched a bit where he's talking about he got part of a sex toy stuck in his
his
ass.
ass? Yeah.
He shoves this egg part up and he goes to pull it out and the cord fucking breaks off of it.
Oh god.
Oh my god! And it's stuck in his ass for 4 days. What? He thought. Well, we'll have to look it up after
It's
the
great.
fights or whatever.
It's
tonight,
fun. It's
but-
fun because it's funny and we can all relate to that. We've all been there. So that
Oh, yeah.
Getting
it's
shit
close to home.
stuck up your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spicy's got some more stories.
Don't worry. In the last podcast we talked about it. I know you haven't listened to
Oh,
it because
yeah,
it just
we
went
did.
up. Yeah, you'll get. Of course, we talked about butt stuff.
Yeah, my
Why
sister trying to embarrass me with some heat. You know? Oh, yeah. Butt stuff. Butt stuff. Joey, how do you feel about butt stuff?
I mean, yeah, whatever.
I mean, your
Not
butt.
me.
Your butt.
Not me.
No?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm
I feel the same way.
like Kanye West after that tweet got sent out. I don't fuck around with butt stuff. Nothing's getting near my ass.
Yeah, the more we talk about it, the more I'm like, fuck, I'm just
But,
gonna
I
do
mean,
it, man.
Just do it,
If
man.
we
you're
could talk about it on the podcast.
You don't know if you'll like it
Yeah.
until you do it. So fuck it.
Joey, have you ever masturbated with Vaseline?
No. I know. I'm
Still-
sorry.
Yeah, still
I've
have
seen
to-
it. I thought about it,
Wait,
but I'm
wait,
just like,
wait, you've seen somebody do it?
I listened to the podcast. I associate that with seeing it.
Yeah, no, I hear
Can
you.
you see with your ears? I don't think so. Anyway, you know what I
Depends
meant.
on how high you are.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, I haven't. But saw it and I was like, nah, that doesn't interest me at all.
I don't know why anybody would be like, well, but we haven't tried it, so maybe.
It's true.
But thinking about it, you're like, no, that doesn't even sound like.
There's other proven methods.
Yeah, absolutely.
They market that shit.
Yeah.
And then they charge a lot for it. AdamandEve.com.
Good shout out, Joey. Well done.
Dr. John's is no better.
So I want to hear about the doctor trip.
Oh shit!
So I heard I don't know the story, but I heard it was a good story. I'd love to hear it.
It's great. It's unfortunate, but it's wonderful. So a couple weeks ago, I think we were at the bar on a Saturday, and I had like rubbed my eye,
Okay.
and it I have allergies really bad. So when the allergy season comes, I rub my eye. It's fucking game over. It's Watertown for my eyes.
Which is definitely allergy season right now.
For sure. So that's why I got to keep my hands away from my eyes. So fucking Sunday, I wake up, my eyes just all sorts of puffy and red. And I'm just like, God damn it, this blows. Monday morning, I wake up and I'm just like, all right, it still fucking hurts. But I go to work and the sun is right in my eye. I woke up late, so that was even worse. So the sun is right in my windshield. I get to work and my eye is fucking watering like a motherfucker. So I was like, I can't deal with this. So I fucking emailed the little health center and I was like, yo, I need some help. And they're like, all right, 10:30. I was like, cool. Go home, wait around. So I go to the doctor's office and they have the assistant that does all the pre-exam stuff, take your weight, blood pressure, all that shit.
Like I'm fine. It's just my eye.
Yeah.
Like, no, we gotta take your
Right.
take your weight.
Which-
yeah.
I mean, they gotta know. They can't just guess. So plus, then they have it on file. So
Right.
I roll in there and I go to the exam room and I'm waiting probably 20 minutes for this broad. I guess it's a new doctor.
Okay.
So
Wait, it was a woman doctor?
yes,
Where the fuck
and
country was
she
this?
she's like a middle-aged doctor, big old rock on her finger, definitely drives like an Escalade-ish kind of video. Oh, sorry. So anyway, so I just assumed it was pink eye, right? Okay. So I walk in, she walks in, and she goes, "Yeah, your eye is really irritated." And I go, "Yeah, do you think it's pink eye?" And she goes, "Probably."
Probably, yeah.
And that was the extent of her exam on my eye. The rest of the exam, she's fucking looking at her computer, looking all concerned. So she hands me this sheet and she goes, "So sometimes we just like to look at, the last 2 health screenings because we do health screenings for work."
Okay.
And so here she goes, "Here's your last 2." And then she hands me a fucking Post-it note and she goes, "This is what you weighed today." And she goes, "Not exactly weight loss, is it?"
Oh, Jesus. Is this a roast or a fucking...
Right? I was like, this is gotta
So
be
he
a fucking
goes
joke.
in there for pink eye though,
Yeah.
and she says probably, and just goes, "Let's attack his weight."
Right, yeah.
Which, if people who have never seen Joey,
He's a good-looking man. He's in shape.
He's like half of my size.
in shape.
He's not big at all.
That
which is,
bitch.
which is even more hilarious.
What was her body? What does she look like?
I mean, skinny middle-aged woman who hates her life, probably.
Okay.
So, all right. So she drops that one, and I'm just like, wow, this bitch.
Yeah.
And then,
Because have you ever even heard that you need to lose weight in your entire life?
I mean, no.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Probably like, all right.
So then she goes off, and she's like, there's like 5 signs if you're a diabetic, and she's like, you're, at 3 right now. She was like, but I guess this one changed, so you're like dodging it. And I was like, great, I guess. And, oh God, what else did she say? Anyway, just like continuing to roast me like how to live my life. And I was like, bitch, you don't know me.
Yeah.
So I'm getting ready to leave. And I was like, all right, well, this has been fun. I'm going to go eat a leaf and run 20 miles. Joking. And
Yeah.
she goes, okay, have fun with that. Don't forget to pay on your way out.
Oh,
I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna ask, can I get like something for my eye? She goes, what pharmacy do you want it to? And I was like, fucking Walgreens, I guess. I don't, whatever. So that was my trip to the doctor. So then
Jesus.
I skipped work for 2 days because I couldn't see out of my eye without it watering, and light was sensitive and shit.
what a fucking bitch.
So
What's her name? Do you
I
know her
had
name?
no. So I had pink eye, probably.
Think I probably.
I didn't know that was a medical term.
What a fucking bitch. I would have. God damn it. Yeah, I would have not. I couldn't.
So I mean, obviously,
no
I have
fucking
to
way.
like show her up because fuck her, right? So
Yeah.
I've been like riding my bike lately.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people on Facebook doing the 22 push-ups a day challenge for the. I don't know. I assumed you guys would have.
about that.
Isn't there like 22 vets that commit suicide
Yeah,
every day?
yeah. I think that's the number right around there.
So
Yeah,
I've been doing that every day lately,
Oh, okay.
just because I saw it and I was like, oh, That'd be cool to try.
I was gonna make a joke, and then you brought up vet suicide.
Sorry.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, then.
I know. It's no good.
No, that's fucked up. That's a fucked up deal.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that bitch.
Yeah. What a cunt.
Yeah. Jesus.
Absolutely. I get the fact that, probably. And just like, you need to lose weight. Like,
Yeah.
what?
That was it?
Yeah. What the.
What'd you weigh? What'd you weigh go 2 years?
Yeah.
2 years ago. Or what did you weigh 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, fuck that fucking punchline up.
We
It's
got
like-
it. We got it.
Yeah, she probably would have been all pissed off. Probably a lot less because you don't have that giant rock on your finger, you gold digging whore.
Right? She should have been asking for my
It'd been
number.
funny, like, if somebody, like, I mean, I get made fun of my weight, but it's like in a funny way. I mean, I know people are serious, but it's still funny. Like, but they're friends, so I don't care. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, but somebody like that, like, you can't come in, like, in this position. Like, I'm at your job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's fucked up.
She came on strong.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
She hot, though? You smash?
Yeah, you smashed him?
Fuck no.
I'll show you, fat.
Oh shit.
I know you want this dick.
Yeah. And then on top of that, she's got pink eye after that.
Probably.
Probably. Oh shit.
Yeah, he was. You were texting me about that, I think.
Yeah,
about the doctor. He's just like, yeah, because you said, hey, you remember that Tom Segura part when he goes to the doctor?
yeah,
which
dude.
pretty much was the exact
Yeah.
same thing. And I was like, I vaguely remember. He's like, oh, where they pretty much told him he has to do all of that. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
Dude, it felt just fucking like that. Because
Yeah.
I've seen the Tom Segura special several times. Many, many times. He's got a new one out. I'd highly recommend watching
Oh yeah, Mostly Stories is the name of it. It's great.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Have you?
Couple
We
times.
watched it here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, after we recorded a
After we
podcast.
recorded a podcast.
Because it came out that day.
Yeah.
And we watched it. Yeah, it's fucking beautiful. Sup, champ?
Bikes!
I saw on Instagram. He's got the shirt that's coming out for bikes.
Oh, yeah?
And it's got the bit on the Instagram, so it's like a 10-second video, and it has him on stage, and it shows the actual bit from what's the name of that show? Scared Straight.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like,
The one that aired at once?
yeah, it's on Instagram. I'll forward it to you guys, but it has the whole bit on there. It has him talking about it, and then it shows the scene from the show, and it's this little white kid. And talking to the black dude, and he's like, "What are you in here for?" The kid's like, "I was stealing." And then it cuts back to Segura on stage, and then the kid's like, "I was stealing bikes." Bikes. In the shirt, and then on there it has a link to his store, and all it is it says bikes in big letters and it has bikes underneath it, and it's $27. Or what about it, Tom? Give us a fucking discount, my man, and we'll buy some shirts. But $27 is a little bit too much for bike shirts.
Because then you'll have
Bikes!
Because then you'll have shipping on top of that.
Yeah.
Bastards. No, that's
You make
awesome.
that $15 shipped, and you've just sold 50.
50. We'll sell them for you, and we're gonna make a profit off of that shit.
Help a brother
Tommy
out.
Bums. Speaking of stand-up comedy, I told you this. So my shorty, she texted me the other day. I'm at work. She's like, and we're fucking busy. So like I get a text from her, and then I text you and Long, and then I get a text from her, just in and out of the firehouse. But she's like, Joey Diaz is coming fucking June, I want to say it's June 10th or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Nice.
Get a run, come back. I text you guys. So we got tickets for it. The late show. I'm not going to give times.
Right.
I don't want people fucking coming up there, fucking yelling shit when I go see
Nasty and friends.
Joey Diaz.
Plugging his show.
I'm so mad because we're supposed to. We're
I know,
getting
man.
we're getting our house on Sunday.
Yeah.
And so I'm not gonna be able to come up, and Long's gonna be gone. He'll be out of town, so he'll be out of the state.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna be able to go. And I'm fucking.
Have you seen it before?
I've never seen him live, dude. I want to see him live so much. But Tony Hinchcliffe's going to be down in Kansas City.
Oh,
and
shit.
so I think Jen and I are going to try to go to
Do
Tony.
it. You have
so
to.
I don't remember what dates, but yeah.
He's so funny. I think we talked about it on the podcast his last special that came out on Netflix. It wasn't great. He did have some good bits on there.
Yeah,
about
no,
getting
it
tire
wasn't
change and all
like
that.
great, but he's only been doing stand up for 10 years, and so he's just getting big.
Yeah.
Like he's just
And
finding
he's
his
so
footing.
funny, dude.
He writes. Tony Hinchcliffe writes
Yeah.
on all the roast. Like
Yeah.
they said, if like for a big celebrity, like the hardest, like the lines, like I'm sure like Snoop Dogg doesn't write his own
No.
jokes. Martha Stewart.
Fuck no.
They're like
No.
any of those. Like this probably Tony who wrote those. So he's wrote on the last 4 roasts. So I'm hoping that maybe he just doesn't write. He's just on there. You know,
Yeah.
because he's blowing up now. I mean, it's a great stand-up. I really do like that stand-up. It's Tony
You
Hinchcliffe
gotta go.
One Shot.
Yeah, you gotta go.
His closing bit is about like Bill Cosby, and he goes, "It's even."
Yeah.
He still kind of tells it now, but it's formed, it's evolved. It's definitely not what it was like last year
Yeah.
when he did the special because there's other shit that's come out about it and different stuff. So it's I can't fucking wait. We don't have tickets yet. So maybe try to get them on Monday or something like that.
Get them for sure.
They just when I checked, they weren't on sale. That's why we don't have them. Otherwise, we would have bought them right
Yeah.
then and there. So,
With Joey Diaz, it must have came out because we check. You know,
Yeah.
We just saw Bert Kreischer a couple months ago, and then we check who's coming, and we did not see Joey Diaz.
Yeah.
We even searched when we were in Colorado because he used to live in
Boulder.
Boulder, and we checked even there. He was not there. Then all of a sudden, she texted me. She's like, "Fucking Joey Diaz!" Like, yes, he's so fucking good.
Yeah.
So she bought tickets right away, and I can't wait for that. And it's in between work days. That same day, a guy from my job who used to wrestle in college is fighting VFC in an arena around here, and I know Molina would have hooked us up with tickets and shit, but. So I'm like, fuck, yeah, I
You
gotta see Joey Diaz.
You
We already
have
had
to
tickets
see
for
him.
that.
I'm so I don't know. Like we're going to a '90s bar crawl.
Oh shit!
Nice.
That Saturday,
Okay.
and I still am seriously thinking like I would like just come up on Friday and go watch them. You know
no.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But I want to go. One of my bucket lists is I want to go out to I would love to see him in Vegas, but go out to LA, go to the Comedy Store,
Oh, okay,
and just
sorry.
go there for like 2 or 3 nights in a row and just stay
Yeah.
there from 9 to 1 and just watch all the 15-minute intervals. I love comedy that much, so and then I'll do it one of these times. That'd be fucking great.
Yeah, man.
I know Long. He's been to the Comedy Cellar in New York, which is
Okay.
pretty fucking sweet. Were you when we were in Philadelphia for that month? Did you go to that comedy show with us?
No, I didn't go with you guys, but I did go to that. And when I went, it was...
I don't remember where it was. I was just gonna ask if you remember where it was.
I don't remember
Harris
the
might
name of
remember.
it. It wasn't the Cellar?
I don't think so.
Well, it was in Manhattan. I don't know what it was, but it was fucking... It was some good people there that night. I can't remember their names now. They're not that big. Gary Goldman was there. The dude from the Chappelle Show. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Rollins, maybe. The bald head dude from the Chappelle Show. He was there.
Yeah, he was there.
That fucking blonde chick. Kapowski or something. I can't remember her name, but yeah,
Kelly?
Or Kloppitz. I can't remember her name, but it was good people there that night. But yeah, Dave Attell wasn't there, but I think when you guys went, Dave Attell was there.
Yeah. We didn't get to see him.
Oh, okay.
If he was. So.
Okay, yeah, maybe not. I heard he was there.
It was a good time, man. We fucking went. It was late. It was late at
Okay.
night. It was
So
like
you-
midnight or 1, I think.
Okay.
I want to say.
All right.
I feel, but no, it was pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
it was. I mean, I love comedy.
Yeah.
Especially, I've always loved comedy. I know we've talked about it a shit ton, but especially this past like year and a half, man. Ever since I started like listening to the podcast, since I listened to Church of What's Happening Now, Bertcast, Joe Rogan Experience, they talk about comedy so much, and I really, really have gotten into it. So it's just fucking blast, man.
I just got a text message earlier that I won 4 tickets to the, or didn't win, but I think when they don't sell out at the Funny Bone,
Yeah.
whoever's on the list, like, hey, you won 4 tickets because they want to fill it up, obviously.
Yeah.
That sounds like one of those things that's followed up by there's also singles in your area.
Maybe, but it's so fucking far away from me. Like, I hate West Omaha. It's disgusting to me. Like, I don't like the people. Fuck West Omaha. You know, I keeps it real. Anything fucking west of 42nd Street, I don't like it.
Nope.
No, I hate it. But
Nope,
it's
no.
so far away, and I hate traffic. So it's so far away. If it was downtown, it's 12 minutes for me. You know,
Right.
I would, and I don't know. And we talked about this before. I don't know why they don't have a good comedy club downtown Omaha. I don't know why it's fucking in West Omaha.
That's kind of stupid.
Ugh.
There's a lot of shit happening in downtown Omaha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's especially
Haymarket?
with the summer
Not the
now.
Haymarket. What's it called? Old Market.
Old Market.
Market.
But they got North Downtown now, with
Yeah.
the ballpark and the new bars down there. this summer they got the College World Series coming to town. The swim trials for the Olympics are coming back in town. They got all sorts of shows downtown again.
Yeah, I was pretty pissed off. I found out that, and I was doing nothing that day, and I was down there, but Bill Burr was at the Sprint Center in Kansas City. Oh, shit. And I don't know how the fuck I didn't know about it. Yeah. And I was like, I would have fucking bought tickets to see him, because it's a whole new hour that he's doing, you know? And it's so fucking, I was pissed off, because I saw that he tweeted that he'll thank you Kansas City. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was hoping maybe he would do a Sunday show, but he didn't. So son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know, man.
But I also want to,
so good.
On the bucket list, I also want to go to a taping of an hour special. Like one that they're like, because what comics usually do, for people who don't know, is that when they tape an hour special, they usually do 2 nights. Okay. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but some comics will do 2 different nights. And they'll wear the same thing, and then if they did a bit better this one night than the night before, then they'll use it from that night. But it's the same, same outfit, stuff like that. Yeah. So I would love just to go to one of somebody's hour taping. That's like a Bill Burr or a Joe Rogan, or like somebody who's really big in comedy. Yeah. No matter where it's at. And like Joe Rogan, I know he talks about he's gonna stop doing arenas. He just likes the comedy clubs, because they're just more. It's just more comedy and more intimate.
And maybe maybe like I said it. Seen Amy Schumer a couple weeks ago. If in a comedy club at the Funny Bone, maybe she would have killed it. Right. In the arena,
not feeling it.
Not feeling it. Right. And nobody was feeling it. The energy in the room was just kind of like.
The hardest I've ever laughed for a comedian was Bob Goldthwait. Did you go to Dave's bachelor party?
I wasn't there. I didn't go because it's fucking my job at the time, which I'm so pissed off at that I'm not even at that job anymore. But but Bob Goldthwait's fucking hilarious.
I fucking felt like I was gonna have an aneurysm.
Dude, he's good, laughing so goddamn hard. He's so fucking good. He's classic. Yeah. He's an old school comedian.
Yeah. The part about fucking Pinocchio taking Viagra where you're licking and sticking at the same time, I fucking lost it.
No, he's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
He is good. He's a director now. He does movies and shit.
Yeah.
He's got that one, God Bless America. It's on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay, it's weird. Check it out, man.
Yeah.
It's violent. It's ultra violent. People will get offended by it. Perfect. If you get offended by fun shit on TV, just don't watch it. Like, don't.
Yeah. I can't handle people who get offended by anything really. Yeah. For the most part. I mean, obviously, it takes a certain amount. Like, anybody can get offended by anything, but. Yeah. Like, he's fucking.
If it's entertainment, if it's a politician, or if it's like a big organization, like, I get offended by shit they do all the time.
Yeah.
But if it's entertainment, like a movie or a stand-up comedian or Nasty Friends podcast,
it's a joke. Don't take it so fucking hard.
Don't. Yeah. Right. Assholes.
Get offended. Whatever. I
we really don't give a shit.
You got that right, Joey, while we still have you here, dude, are you on Tinder at all?
Yeah, I am.
Are you on Grindr?
No.
I'll be the closest match on Grindr.
Look, Joey, while you're here, dude, you're in a safe place.
I know, safe place, but no, I'm not. I'm sorry to disappoint. If you are,
I'm not disappointed. I'm just asking.
I'm not. No, it's a good way to fuck with people. That's for sure.
Now, with you, now that you're on Tinder, are you like one of those guys that just like boom, 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 or just like keeps? Is it swipe left if you agree?
Right.
Swipe
right. Yeah.
I think you should explain Tinder a little bit. For some people don't know what.
So Tinder's an app that you can swipe right if you like them or left if you don't.
Now it's a picture that comes up and you can read their profile. Right.
Yeah, true. So they can post whatever pictures. It's usually linked to their Facebook account.
Okay.
So that makes it really easy to find people.
my stalkerish.
I realized that as soon as I said that. I don't do that. I don't know who does, but you never know. Unless you see like a dime piece, and you just got to find out what their life's about.
Right.
But anyway, so then you can see their profile, and basically if you want to smash, swipe right, and if not, swipe left. But who swipes left? You never know. Leave them opportunities open.
So because I've seen people of like a friend of a was Snapchatting her friend. He's like, this is how he does Tinder, and it's just left. Now you can only do so many lefts,
right?
Or whatever the one that you agree.
It's right.
Right.
So it's like 100 or something, but
it's 100 or something. That's ridiculous.
Not a lot.
A day? 100 a day?
Like 12 hours. Because I swipe right. Who gives a fuck?
Why are they putting a block on? It's like putting a governor on a...
It's a cock block, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, and then if the chick... I would hate to be a girl on one of these apps because it's got to be atrocious.
You don't ever get on there and pretend you're a girl?
No.
It's a legitimate question.
Okay, I'll give you that. But no, I don't. I'm trying to smash, not see...
Not get smashed.
Or read story. Yeah, there we go. I don't even want to be the other side. So then if they like you, they'll swipe right, and then you'll match.
Okay.
So then you can like see their.
Don't worry about it.
He's getting choked up.
Well done, Joey.
Better love story than Twilight.
It's true. Speaking of Tinder, I downloaded it once.
Yeah.
Like when it first came out. Because I heard people talking about Tinder, like the Tinder, like where you can meet people, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And I like downloaded it. And I looked, I'm like, "Oh, this is a hookup app." So I was like, "Yeah." I mean, I was dating JPEGs at the time, so then I just I didn't even actually sign in or sign up. I just had downloaded it, like read the info on it, and I was like, "Oh, that sucks."
I mean, people can give shit for it, trying to find people online, but the way I see it, which I'll justify it whatever way I want to.
However you sleep at night.
It's the 21st. It's 2016.
It's
Jesus
smart.
Christ.
It's smart, man.
I want my girls within this specification, and if they're not, get the fuck out.
Right. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I mean, you're single,
So-
and even if you weren't, I mean, it's
He's a good-looking man. He's single. He's ready to mingle.
Where the birds at?
Whatever the fuck you're gonna say. Yeah, where the birds at? You're in a safe place, man.
So, all right. So anyway, we're gonna back up a little bit. I think it was New Year's 2015. I think.
going into 2015.
Yeah, going into 2015, and my New Year's plans. Well, just kind of fell through. I'm sorry. So
I thought
anyway,
you meant like your plans for the year. I was going to say smash.
Well, obviously, but the New Year's that day.
Okay, gotcha.
In the present fell through. So I went over to my buddy Spencer's house, and we're just drinking. Yeah, shouts out Spencer. Fucking
snitch.
Yeah. A closet fucking snitch.
Oh Jesus! We've been roasting Spencer like ever since he's been on the podcast. Everyone since that, we've called him a pervert. We've called him a snitch. We've called him a closet fucking snitch. Yeah, we're gonna keep that theme going, Spencer.
I'm gonna give him a little bit of praise here because he was my brother for this one. So we obviously get drunk. And Tiefer goes to sleep at like, I don't know, 8:30. So we're sitting there and he's drunk and he goes, dude, let's hit up some Tinder chicks. And I was like, I don't know, it doesn't work like that. He goes, what do you mean? I was like, you got to match with them first. So he goes, I know what you need. So he pulls up YouTube, starts browsing pickup lines.
Okay.
And these guys have made pickup lines of just ridiculous things. And they'll go try them out on the street. Sometimes it'll work. Sometimes they'll get shut the fuck down.
Well, that's the thing. The thing is about that, it's a percentage game. No matter what you say, a certain percentage of women are going to say yes or going to react to it. And that's what they're playing. They're not playing to make it actually work. It's all a fucking percentage game, which is fucking smart.
Okay. Yeah.
So we come across this one line, and I'm just like, there's no way that should ever work.
Right.
So I take it to the streets. And
Tinder streets.
The line is, okay, we'll just say, all right, so I was talking to this one girl. That night, I started talking to her. Just throwing the shit, whatever. So I was like, all right, I'm going to try that line out on this girl. So I dropped the line, and it's this. Kids, cover your fucking ears. So the line goes, I would bury my dick so far up your ass, whoever could pull it out would be crowned the new king of England.
Which, that's a great fucking line.
That is a great line.
And this girl replies immediately and goes, oh, really?
Oh, shit.
Percentage.
You took the bait.
So I go, yeah, so you should give me your number so we can crown the new king of England. The next message was her number.
Oh, shit.
Oh my! I can't because I think immediately after that you like took a screenshot of the Tinder conversation and fucking sent it to me. Goes, I can't believe it worked.
Yeah,
I
threw my phone across the room. I was like, "There's no way that should have worked." No reasonable person should have accepted that as a conversation topic.
And that's a red flag, I would think.
I didn't text her.
Oh, yeah, that's a definite red flag. Like that's gonna be drama.
So I mean, if your line's corny or whatever, throw it out there.
Yeah,
Someone's freak flag will fly.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
very
know.
true.
Yeah, you ask 100 people, at least one will say yes. Guarantee.
True. Yeah, numbers.
I'm at 99. What's your wife doing later?
Avoiding your ass.
Good.
Good shit. Do you have any other great Tinder stories? And that's the only one that I know that you have.
That's the best one I've ever managed. But other than that, not really.
Any other good pickup lines? Because we got that question on the podcast a couple months ago.
Yeah.
About what's your
The
favorite
best
pickup
pickup
line?
line.
And I'm like, I don't know any.
There's a lot of super cheesy ones like.
The
Did you
polar
eat
bear.
breakfast this morning? Because you taste you look like Lucky Charms or some shit. I can't remember it. Something about, are you a wet towel? Because you could wrap your legs around me or something.
That didn't even make any sense.
I know, I'm fucking drawing a blank.
It probably will work.
I don't have those
1 out of
anymore.
100.
There you
Like,
go.
when I went town, yeah.
It's good shit.
Yeah.
Did you ever come up with ever think of one of a good pickup line after? I remember the pot. I don't remember.
The one I remember the one I said on the podcast, and I remember I fucked it up because I think I was faded. But it was, do you have a mirror in your pocket?
Oh, yeah.
Because I could see myself in your pants, whatever. I fucked it up then too.
That's right. That's right.
The drunk cast because I listened
Yeah,
to
I
it.
know, that was a drunk cast. And then I don't know if we said it or not, but the one that was on Tosh.0 on Comedy Central. I don't know if we said that on the podcast, but it was the one about recycling. Do you remember how that one went?
No, I don't. Not at all.
It was something like do you recycle? And this might not be right because I'm a little faded again, but it was something like, do you recycle because I want to crush your box and leave it on the curb tomorrow morning?
Oh my god! That's fucking. I don't remember that. That was on Tosh.
Yeah.
I don't fucking remember that at
Yeah,
all.
I think it was on Tosh. Write that down. Kids, if you're listening, write that down. But then there's the cheesy ones like, are you what is it? Like, are you tired? Because you've been running through my mind all day and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Oh, God, I do
I've
have
never
another
ever
one.
used. I don't think I've ever used a pickup line like that on a chick.
So I'm going to segue away from that one, but
Okay.
I've got one super similar
All right.
that I have used it's great.
All right.
So it was, so I think the picture was, we matched and it was like, if we were dating, I would hide every chair in the room away from you, and the girl would be like, "Oh, why's that?" I'd be like, "So the only place to sit was on my face."
Oh, that's awesome. That's good. That's good.
It's smart too.
And
Tactical.
Let's go back. Let's go back to internet dating because that's shit people don't talk about, and I think it's got a bad rap. Mm-hmm. So like, yeah, I got a girlfriend, and I'm happy about it. And people that know me are happy about it. I haven't had a girlfriend in a long time.
Yeah, wow.
So me and her are fucking super happy. And I make jokes on the podcast about like chicks or liking chicks or whatever, or just like flirting. Like, we fake flirt with chicks. Like you fake flirt. Hopefully it was a fake flirt against my sister.
Nope.
Last podcast. You
Nope.
son of a bitch.
It was not.
But no.
Have you seen what he does with mothers?
Still working that angle.
Oh shit. But no, I make jokes. But yeah, no. But for real, I have a girlfriend and fuck it, we're in love.
Yeah.
I'll say that. So things are great, and but yeah, I fake flirt and I talk about. I still like looking at chicks for sure, but
Hour 46. I'm gonna beep that out. Like we're in beep.
the whole 30 seconds.
Yeah.
The last 30 seconds. But no, yeah, I have a girlfriend, but I talk about hitting on chicks or joking about it, but no, I do. But and I was single for a long time, and I never did internet dating, and I for a while, years ago, I was like, fuck that, I would never do that. That's fucking shit that weird people do.
Yeah.
That's not true. It makes a lot of sense. Everybody's fucking busy. People have multiple jobs.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
People-
like how
yeah.
easy.
And then
it is.
on top of that, like, you're gonna make fun of people from internet dating. Where are you meeting chicks at? The fucking bars or whatever.
Right.
Like, how shitty is that or cheesy is that? But anyway, you can't judge. It makes sense to internet date and whatever. Tinder, like, I knew about Tinder because a lot of the army guys, they did Tinder, and and I'm not gonna drop names. But yeah, they were, and we would watch them do it and shit, and they would spend so much time just fucking swiping on Tinder, and it's like, I guess you're getting paid. You're at work right now. Might as well fucking do it. But yeah, I think internet dating's smart. Like if you're single, you're busy, fucking do it. I never did it. I just have I know a lot of people, and people are like, hey, you want to meet our friend or so and so, and then I'm not gonna lie, like being a fireman, it doesn't hurt.
Nope.
It does not hurt. Like
that's your pickup line.
Yeah. No, I never.
See my hose.
No, and I never like when I would meet ladies, I would never. Because some people
you don't want to throw that out
no,
there.
No, fuck no.
No.
Or if you're a weirdo, like if you're a weirdo, you're like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm whatever you do if you think it's cool. But yeah, I never would be like,
I'm in life insurance.
Yeah, yeah.
Pickup lines in person should not be tried.
Yeah, no. But
to
yeah,
an extent.
Right. But yeah, it does not hurt. If you're looking for women and you're out of options, become a fireman. It does not hurt your game with women. For some reason, women think it's attractive if you're a fireman because you have a job, and it's a tough job, I guess, or whatever.
It's a dangerous job.
It's a dangerous job, and women are fucking crazy. So they're like, okay, this guy might die. I better fuck the shit out of this guy before it happens.
I do it for the city.
I do it for the city. This is my part. This is me giving back to the community. I like military guys, cops, firemen. I just give up the puss. No, but that's how I give back.
Just give up the puss.
I give up the puss. No, but no, internet dating. Yeah, I don't like. Fuck, we're in a safe place anyway. But even if we weren't, I'd be like, yeah, fucking, I've never done it.
Yeah.
Try it. Like it's good, man. Everybody, there's somebody out there for everybody, and yeah, whether you're on an FBI list or you like guns or you've been in shootouts or
work on private jets.
Yeah, you work on private jets.
That one would work.
You get on it. Get on social media. You know.
Absolutely.
So, and that's I don't think people talk about that. So I think we should talk about it. You know? If you have weird fucking if you got good pickup lines. People want to know. They ask us for pickup lines. We're trying to get them out there. Hit us up, nastyandfriends@gmail.com. If you got good Tinder stories, if you got other shit, hit us up on nastyandfriends.com. We will share that shit.
I would like to know. I need some new material.
Help our boy Joey out, all right?
Where the birds at?
Where the birds at? We might start another GoFundMe.
No luck. There's only $5 on our last.
Yeah, there's still $5 on our first GoFundMe account, which came from the Drunkcast Part 1, where Rob Long broke the chair, set the chair on fire. Luckily, my sister was on the last podcast number 10. She brought a computer chair. So we're doing okay. But yeah, let's get Joey some puss. More puss.
Or peen, whatever.
I'll talk him into taking the firefighter test, but that's a long process until that happens.
I remember that podcast where you were saying there were like fucking 2,000 applicants and they took 80.
Yes, yeah.
That's fucking insane.
That was the year I applied. I applied in 2006, 10 years ago. Jesus Christ.
God damn.
That was 10 years ago. 1,600 people applied. Over 1,600 people applied. They hired 80 of us. 2 years later, it takes 2 years to do the process. They hired 80 of us. They just hired another class of 25. Our good buddy, Andrew Kuba, is in that class. He just started got done with the academy. It was 16 weeks. His first day was maybe a week ago. So now, but he came from Bellevue and then he went to KC Fire. So he's not new to it. I'm sure he wasn't nervous his first day, but I'm still going to tell embarrassing stories about him, on the job. But I already got buddies that met him, and he's a good dude. He's a fucking solid dude. But yeah, I don't know what the testing process is like now. I mean, I know what the process is like, but I know a lot of people apply, and it's tough to get in. So
damn,
I got lucky. And yeah, for sure.
It's crazy shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that, coming from a small town, if you want to join the fire department, please.
Volunteer, yeah, Jolly Balls.
You would think. I think like a job like that, it's not a job you get into to make money, and it's a hard job. Yeah, I don't know what the job world is like out there, I guess, but yeah, you get benefits, you get a pension, you get all that stuff, but at the same time, you spend a lot of time at work, and you spend a lot of time around horrible things.
Yeah.
Seeing dead kids and shit, and fucking nightmare. Not only fires, but the medical side of it, where you got people that are dying, and or people in tragic accidents, car accidents, and then a lot of times it's not even like the people that are affected, but like say somebody drops just a heart attack, which happens all the time, and it's a CPR in progress. That's not bad. It's gross sometimes because people puke and shit, and it's messy. But on top of that, that's okay. You don't want to get fluids on you. But on top of that, when you have family members there, and they're fucking shocked, and they're crying, and they're screaming, like that's the shit that you're like, oof.
Yeah.
You remember, or when you have like a kid and CPR on a kid or a SIDS baby, shit like that, it's not that person. Because I think like when somebody's dead, I'm like, wow, they're dead. It sucks. But people die. But when you see the family members,
yeah, because you don't most of the time you don't know the person.
Absolutely
Obviously,
not.
like 99% of the time you don't know the person. So
no, I have. I don't think I've ever told the story. I have one story where I went to a call and it was somebody I knew.
yeah.
Oh, Joey's laughing.
World
Oh,
Star.
the World Star. But no, like seeing like the people around sometimes it makes an average call like just hard on you.
Yeah.
Because you
I'm
see
sure.
how it affects the family members and you realize like, oh shit, I can't imagine what nurses deal with because like for us, we get patients, whatever, somebody is dead or dying or dead. If somebody's real fucked up, the nurses in the hospital, they're treating that person maybe for like a week or a month or whatever, seeing family every day and then getting to know that patient and then that person dies. Nurses say, I got a tough job.
Yeah,
but I say the same thing about like teachers. That's one of the hardest jobs I could think of. For me, that's way harder than being a fucking cop or fireman or military or anything like that. Like to me, a teacher would be, I could do it. I tell you right now, I can't.
And they get paid.
I'm not that kind of patient. Right? They don't get paid much either, man.
And they don't get to hit the kids.
No, they can't. You can't. You can. You're not supposed to.
Yeah, they look
You're
down
not supposed
upon
to.
that.
But no, I do got a story. I don't know if I want to get into it. I never told the story
Yeah,
about.
you do.
I never told you this. You know the story well because you were there with me at our boy Diamond's wedding.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell? I don't even know if you know this story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I do about the. Yeah, I know it. I know it.
All right. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I want to tell it. Should I tell it?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You already brought it up, man. This is your choice.
You have to tell
All
it.
right, I got to do it.
Which this is the Diamond story. A couple podcasts ago, we said we could fucking talk all night about that because there's so many different stories within that fucking.
There are, and I'm not going to tell the extended story. Pretty much, our good buddy Diamond got married. We got married, as our boy Joy would say, dime piece. All right, Shorty she was hot as fuck. She was younger than him. I think he was 27. She was 20. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that part of it. It was a dispute about whether they should get married or not. Good friends of his, including myself, was like, don't do it, motherfucker. Anyway, he did it. I was in the wedding. So I'll skip forward. I'll skip forward to the wedding reception. I'll skip forward to the wedding rehearsal.
Yeah.
So we get to the rehearsal. The girl that I'm supposed to walk down the aisle with, and I'm not going to drop her name.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm just gonna.
Let's call her Susan.
I'll call her Susan. So I was supposed to walk down the aisle with Susan, and instead Susan's aunt was there. Mm-hmm. And then so just for fun, I'm hitting on Susan's aunt.
Yeah.
Susan's aunt was married to a sergeant major in the army, and he kept saying like, "Hey, I got my eye on you." I'm like, I know, but I'm still gonna flirt with her because it's fun.
Yeah.
So we're walking down, and she's like, "Wow, you're single? This is 3 years ago, or whatever." And she's like, "Oh, you're single? Oh, you're gonna love my daughter, Susan. She's a model. She's super cool." And I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." At this point in my life, I'm working out. I'm doing a 10-week workout program, which I won, by the way. I won $1,000.
Yeah.
So that
you're not drinking.
I'm not drinking. I'm eating healthy. I'm working out like a fucking savage. I like to set goals, and for this, I got in it, and I'm like, fuck it. If I'm gonna do it right. I didn't have to quit drinking. I just did it. I ended up winning. That's another story. Anyway, so at this time, but I'm sober. I'm sober during this time, which sucks dicks. So this whole, real quick, the 10 months that I was doing this workout program, I had the Guns and Hoses boxing event that I wasn't in, but I was there. I had my birthday, Diamond's bachelor party, Diamond's wedding. Everybody in the church is fucking drinking, which Pretty sure it's a sin. All this shit's going on. Other shit's going on.
This is the same wedding Meston and I are
You had
sitting
the
in the
bet.
pews.
Yeah.
And we're drunk as shit
Yeah.
because we were at the bar before the
Yes.
wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and Camus just went to that bar. They changed names again.
Yeah.
Some Asian lady works there, and they have good food there. And she complains about the security there cracking down because they have black people that go to that bar. It's on 132nd and Center. They changed the name of it again. So anyway, I'm talking to the aunt, whatever. So anyway, next day, the wedding's on. I finally meet Susan. And I'm just being nice. And I'm like, hey, Susan, how you doing? My name's Dennis. She's kind of like bitchy. She's like, her dress is fucked up. Something's fucked up on her dress. And I'm like, well, I could try to help you. And she's like, no, I don't need help. The other bridesmaids are helping, whatever. They're trying to fix her dress, like a button's fucked up or whatever. I'm like, okay, that's weird. I just want to get to know you. Like, we'll talk. We're walking down the aisle.
Yeah. We got to fucking stick this
Yeah,
walking,
Yeah, we got to get this down. So anyway, she's kind of standoffish. After the wedding, it's rainy. We go to another location. I'm like, actually, Harris. I'm like, hey, do you want to ride to the thing? Harris right away.
Well, to a couple of the bridesmaids. You're like, I'm going.
Yeah.
You can jump in my truck.
They're related to Diamond.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, if you guys want, jump in my truck. I'm going there. I'm sober or whatever. Before they even answer, Harris is like, oh, you don't want to ride in his truck? He's got dog hair all over it. Because that's back when I had Buddy, a.k.a. Budda, a.k.a. Bujo Kalskevich. And they're like, yeah, no, we'll get a ride. And I'm like, well, thanks a lot, dick.
Yeah, I remember getting the vehicle because I was with you. You're like, really, Harris? He's like, what? I just didn't think that they would want to get their dresses.
Yeah.
Which it was coming from a good place on his part. But
Yeah.
it's a total cock block, man. He's like, oh, shit, my bad, man.
Let me rub their ass to get their dog hair off, though.
Yeah. So and then even outside it's rainy. I'm like, hey, just being nice. Like, hey, you want to wear my jacket? Or whatever. Like, no, I'm okay. So we get to the thing, and we get to the reception, and people are drinking. I'm just kind of hanging out, and you and Harris make the bet on what Diamond is gonna cry or not.
No, it was Meston and I.
I'm sorry, Meston and you.
Because we're sitting in the pew. All right, I was going to say the story from that time. I think this is the time.
Yes.
So we're sitting in the pew, and comes up. Meston and I were at the bar drinking because he was all right since he wasn't drinking. He's like, I'll drive you guys, but I have to be there like an hour and a half before anybody else has to be there. We're like, well, just drop us off at a bar and if you can come pick us back up. Like, all right. So he comes, picks us up. Diamond's uncle ends up coming in. I think he's a sergeant major.
He was Susan's mom's husband.
Okay, yeah. So whatever
Major.
rank he was.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm supposed to come pick up some other buddies. We're like, yeah, it's us. We're like, we'll get ready to go. And he's like, looks at his watch, goes, no, we got time. Let's have a drink. 3 drinks later,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
we buy him some drinks. He buys us some drinks, and we end up going. So we're sitting here. Harris is in the wedding too.
Yeah.
So his girlfriend sits between us. She's like, I have to sit between you guys. This is not going to be good, which was a great call on her part.
Yeah.
I don't know if she just thought of that, or if Harris told her to, or if Diamond saw it, or what. But whatever it was a great call that she said in there. So like she's coming down the aisle, and I look at Diamond. And I see him, and then I fucking lean over, and I was like, hey, Meston, $10 he cries before they're pronounced like man and wife. And he's like, and Meston looked at me with that look of, I'm going to bet you because I know I don't want to bet you because I know you're right. I'm going to lose. But because of the situation, I want to bet
Yes,
you.
got you.
You know what I mean?
Got
So
you.
he's just like, just for the sake of to say that we made a bet on a wedding,
Yes.
drunk, in the crowd.
Smart
is
move.
why he
Shouts
did
out,
it.
RPM.
So, and I was like, $10? And he's like, fuck. He's like, yeah. So we shook on it. We're sitting there. And
Real quick. Sizing him up. Was it just knowing him that you thought he was going to cry? Or did he have a little lip quivering?
No, well, part of it was knowing him for sure.
Okay.
And then, like, when she was walking down the aisle, I kind of looked at him, and to me, it looked like he was going to get a little teary-eyed. It could have just been my vision and how far away he was at the time,
Okay.
But again, knowing him, he's kind of he could be an emotional guy in that part, Like, I mean, I figured I would almost cry at my wedding, so I figured if I was, he definitely fucking would be. So we make that bet, and then like through their fucking vows, she like he's like trouble getting through it because he's crying, and she reaches up, and I just give that look to Mess. I just like lean up in front of Tim Marie, which is Harris's fiance, and just like give him that smile, and he just. I don't remember if he actually looked at me. He might have just been shaking his head laughing. He reaches into his pocket, fucking gets out a 10 and just hands it over. But we never lock eyes. I'm like, thank you. I think I ended up buying him like a couple drinks with that anyway. But yeah, so that's that. I mean, this is all the same wedding. Yeah. So it was that fucking, it was that.
That's awesome. And I didn't know that because I was standing up there for this fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like some wedding crasher shit.
Yeah.
$10, it's 10 Corinthians, 24. Sorry, go on.
No, that's good, Joey. So then, okay, so anyway, so then at the reception, I'm trying to talk to Susan, and so she wasn't at the rehearsal dinner because she was modeling, and it wasn't like she's a big time model. She was being like ring girl for like some local VFC fights or something.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to talk to be a nice guy or whatever, like, hey, how's it going? I'm Dennis, she's just acting kind of stuck up, and I'm just not used to that just because I have a lot of good people around me. I'm like, fuck, I'm not being a dick. Like, I'm just trying to be friendly or whatever. You're my friend's cousin. We're supposed to we walk down the aisle together. Just, you're single. I'm single. Let's talk. She kind of is a dick. She's a cunt.
Jesus. That escalated quickly.
Her other cousin, who's awesome, was like, hey, I know my friend, whatever, they're not, she's not being friendly to you. Don't take it the wrong way. She just doesn't like nice guys. You're a nice guy. And I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
That's like the worst excuse.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not an excuse. I'm like, I'm not trying to hit on your friend. I just wanted to talk to her just because...
To be nice.
In the wedding party
to be nice.
together.
Yeah, we're in the wedding party together. I just wanted to be nice. I'm not trying to fucking date her or marry her or have sex. I'm just being friendly. I'm a friendly guy. She's being a bitch. I'm like, I don't care. It doesn't bother me that bad. It's nothing. So anyway, the night goes on. I got army guys there. There's other people there. We're hanging out. We're having a fucking blast. I think we ended up dancing at one point. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't.
Because you had to.
yeah, I had to. I don't give a fuck. So fast forward maybe a year later or something like that. We respond to a car accident. And a car got rear-ended. There's two broads in there. I don't remember which was which. One of the girls in the car was injured pretty bad, broken back. Afterwards, we found out she had a broken back. So everybody was treating her. I come up to the other side. I don't remember if it was driver. This is a long time ago. So I don't remember if it was a driver or passenger, but I remember rolling up, and the chick's like, Spicy? And I'm like, oh, Susan? Like, oh, what's up? Get her out of the vehicle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So everybody's like, everybody's treating. They got rear-ended maybe at like 60 miles an hour. Like, the back of the car was smoked. We didn't have to extricate or anything. Doors open, I think. Okay, but everybody's treating the friend, and then so I take Susan, and I'm like, hey, are you okay? What's wrong? I'm like, hey. She's like, no, I'm okay. I'm just worried about my friend. So I said I wanted to get her away from her friend so they could work. I get her in the back of the ambulance. And that's when the magic starts. That's when shit gets real.
Finally went to town. Yeah. Went to Pound Town.
Yeah. No, so we get in the back of the ambulance, and I'm like, are you hurt anywhere? And she's like, no, I'm not hurt anywhere. I'm just anxious. My adrenaline. I said, it's normal. After an accident, it's okay. Your adrenaline's going to spike up. I'm just glad, good thing you're okay. Your friend's in good hands. I'm telling you. And I'm in all my car accidents, we respond in our bunker gear. So I take my helmet off, whatever, and I got medical gloves on. Other than that, I'm in bunker gear. And I'm just, trying to calm her down. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, hey, if you don't want to go to the hospital, you don't have to go to the hospital. I'll check your vitals real quick. So I check her blood pressure, check her pulse, I check her O2 levels. I write this shit down, and I'd say, hey, this is just you write this down as a signature saying you do not want to go to the hospital, releasing us from any liability, the fire department. She said, okay, I'll sign it. So she signs it, and then that's it. So I don't know. I don't remember how she gets home or anything. Her friends gets transported to the hospital, and then the next, I don't know if it was later that day or the next day, Diamond texts me. He's like, "Hey, is it okay if Susan gets your phone number?" I said, "Yeah, I don't care." so then she's texting. She's texting me.
2 minutes too late.
Yeah. She's texting me, and she's like, "Hey, I just want to thank you for, that was awesome. Like, you guys fucking helped my friend. You guys helped me."
And it probably helped her out. She was anxious, but she kind of, knew at least somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming she obviously knew, even though she like blew you off and stuff, that you were a good guy and stuff. So that probably helped her out too.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
she's like, "Hey, listen." Well, first I felt horrible because this is what she told me. She's like, "Hey, hey, thank you for helping. Like, you made me feel calm. You were good." And she's like, "My friend broke her back. And we didn't know that at the time. You just put somebody in the C-spine, you put them on a backboard, and for precaution, she ended up having a broken back. And she might have had internal injuries too. I don't remember. But she's like, she's going to be okay. And she's like, I had a broken collarbone." And I'm like, "Oh, shit." I'm like,
Jesus.
I didn't know. And I said, so I'm like, "Hey, look, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know. You didn't complain of any pain." And the thing is, like, if I'm in the back of an ambulance, well, obviously there's somebody who's more hurt seriously. She's walking, she's talking, she's not complaining of any pain. What you don't do when you're alone with a woman and she's not complaining of pain is say, "Hey, are you okay? Do you hurt here?" And start squeezing on their shoulders or ribs.
Right.
She says she's not hurting anywhere. I'm not going to palpate anywhere. I'm not going to touch her at all. She didn't complain of any pain. So at first I'm like, fuck you. But if she would have said my shoulder hurts, I would have then been like, "Hey, are you, can you make I would have checked range. I would have checked different things. She didn't complain of that.
Yeah.
So you can't, when people are like, "No, I'm fine," you don't start touching me, especially if you're alone with them.
Well, let's see your nipples just to make
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Let's see
know
that
what?
puss. Let's see that puss, girl.
I could get a better evaluation if you just take your shirt off. Words of Pagnasty.
That's one of the things you don't do. So like I felt bad, but I said, "Hey, listen, I'm sorry. I didn't notice." But and I said it in the text, like, "Hey, you didn't complain of anything. I'm sorry I didn't notice that, but you didn't complain of anything. I just didn't want to start touching you or whatever." And she's like, "No, it's okay. I think it was just a shock and everything." I said, "Yeah, it's understandable." And then she's like, "You look so good," and like you're, you look so good in your
Turn
bunker.
up the heat.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Oh, you look so good," and because she didn't know I was a fireman, and she, she just thought I was some schmuck, which I might be a schmuck. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Now
I was
she
a
has
nice
a fire.
guy. I was a nice guy, and I'm still a nice guy. Whatever fucking uniform or shirt I have on.
Right.
So now she's like, "Oh, you look so good in your bunker gear, and you were so nice to me and everything." And she's like, we should get together. We should get together for a drink and this and that. And all of a sudden now she's like, "Oh, fuck, you're my fucking hero," type shit. And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever."
Stockholm syndrome?
Yeah, so I'm like, whatever. She's like, "Yeah, let's get together for a drink. Here's my number." And I was like, "Okay, I'll take your number." Never called her.
It's good.
No
Good
fucking
move.
way, man.
No, absolutely not.
And here's why: because I don't give a shit if you're a fucking model. I don't care what you do. You could do anything. Whether you work at an orphanage or whether you work in a fucking kitchen, whatever you do, whether you're a model, if you're not a nice person to people, I don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
beauty is inside, it's outside, it's how you treat people.
Personalities can be ugly as
Yeah,
fuck.
personalities are ugly as fuck, no matter if you're a supermodel. So, I never called her. I never texted her. And that was the end of me and Susan, quotation marks, relationship. Because
I'm going to fucking laugh if her actual name is Susan. And
No,
I
it's
threw it
not.
out,
No,
and you're
no,
just like,
it's not.
fuck.
It's not. I know her name. I'm not going to drop her name on here. She's on commercials. I see her on commercials for a workout gym around here. She's a good-looking woman, but I don't give a shit how good-looking you are. If you're not a nice person, I'm not. I have nothing to do with you. I don't want anything to do with you. So maybe you know what? And for her, maybe she had a bad night, or maybe I said something weird, which
If
I
you just
didn't.
you're
I'm a nice guy. So no, but anyway, that's just, I don't care if you're a model. If you're not a good person on the inside, I don't want anything to do with you. But that the reason it came up is because we were talking about running into on calls, and I think that's the only call that. And I run, calls every day that I'm at work, that I've ran into somebody I've known as a patient. And it just happened to be Susan. And all of a sudden after that, she's like, "Oh, shit." Like, no, fuck that. No.
She's got a fire for you to put out now.
I'm out.
How can she with her panties soaked?
She's the firefighter now. Plot twist.
No, but Diamond, yeah, man. The wedding was great. Sorry about what happened after. You got some cool cousins. You got some not so cool cousins. Susan, a.k.a. whatever your real name is, if you're listening to this.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm not even going to say fuck you. Just I don't know, like treat everybody nice, you know. Just treat people with respect. Like
I
was being was respectful, and you're blowing me off like I'm a fucking douchebag, and all I was trying to be was be nice. And so no matter what happens after that, like
it could have been like, I'm having a shitty day. Sorry,
whatever.
It's just I'm in a bad mood. That's fine.
That's it. But don't treat me like a fucking douchebag when I'm just trying to be a nice guy. But that
right.
I don't know. But that's it just tied in when the story, like we were talking. running into people I know on emergencies doesn't ever happen, but that one did.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, it's fucking great, man. Well, we're at about 2 hours and 14 minutes, so prelims have started.
Oh shit! So we got UFC 198 tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna order that on pay-per-view. We got prelims we're gonna watch after this.
It's gonna be fucking great. We'll put this podcast together, get it edited up real quick, and ready for next week. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else? Are you guys going to shut it down, or what are you? Anything else you want to say?
I just want to say that Joey, thanks for coming to the podcast.
Dude, great for you. Thanks for having me.
It's good. I don't know if we met. We might have met drunk before. I don't remember. It doesn't count.
I don't remember either.
Just saying. But you're fucking great, dude. You can come here anytime. We're gonna have you back on the podcast for sure.
Wonderful.
Awesome, dude. Good dude.
Again, thanks for the fucking recording gift, dude. That's like
I've been looking at it all goddamn time.
Awesome. Yeah. We say every time someone brings it's the best gift you got. I mean, it is. That's like awesome. Everything. Everybody's great. I mean, we're thankful for everything.
Yeah. Thanks for the Tito's vodka. Thanks for the
captain. Do you have anything you want to plug? Do you want to plug your Twitter? Like, let people follow you. I don't know if
your Tinder.
Yeah. I don't know if
Twitter
really
will come later.
Rob Long said he didn't get one follower, so that's all right.
Because he booked the chair.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
I mean, I haven't been an asshole, so yeah, fucking hit me up on Twitter.
Yes.
And Tinder, I suppose.
Hell yeah.
Where the birds at?
Where are they going to find you? What's your handle?
ManericJoey@gmail. I'm sure they've retweeted me.
Yeah. We'll retweet it.
He drops heat.
We'll post it when we get that picture. When we drop this podcast, we'll put up that picture of his X-ray of his leg for sure. It's going to be awesome. Again, we're not. Nasty and Friends here, so at Nasty and Friends, Twitter, Instagram. Email us questions. I know we have quite a few questions. Hopefully we'll get that to the next podcast. Just keep sending them in, guys. We're having a fucking blast. Again, shirts we got out. Hopefully we're coming out with some new shirts, and that's going to be really awesome. I think it's going to do well. So again, thanks for everything. Spicy, anything else?
No, I want to give a shout out to the Casting Couch. And then we are gonna design, like Pagnasty said, we're gonna try to get some new shirts out. I do want to work on we'll get together, we'll work on a design for a Mother's Day shirt that does have lemonade and hand jobs on there, because that's fucking great. Yes. We are working with Danny Molina on a shirt with bird watching with our logo and the Skywalker 101 boxing gym on there. That should be out soon, so check for that.
We're gonna push it out. He's gonna push it out too, so hopefully it does well. Again, Troy and Trevor at
CreativeTOmaha.com.
Yeah, shouts out to them for fucking working their asses off. Shouts out to everybody. Biscuit Tits, I know you're still out there killing it.
Shouts out Biscuit Tits.
Shouts out to Mikey who did our logo. Everybody, and again, Joey, big shout out to you. I mean, we kind of started this off together, which kind of pushed me to really wanting to do it. So thank you
awesome.
again.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for Joey, we might not be doing this.
No, not at all. So you're welcome back anytime. Like, we've got plenty of these. So get some more Tinder stories for us.
Shouts out to the girls that did not give up on the fight. They're still giving out hand jobs.
Even though you wanted to outlaw them, but
we still appreciate it.
We still appreciate the effort.
Yeah,
they're like, fuck
more.
that. This isn't done yet.
Just know your man wants a turbo jerk. So in the shower with some fucking coconut oil.
That sounds great.
All right, guys. Just remember, life's simple. Don't be a dick. Night, sluts.
Hello, Rob Long here with your weekly animal update. Did you know that seahorses are monogamous and mate for life? Seahorses are also the only animal on Earth where the male bears the unborn young. Signing off for Pagnasty and Brown, this has been a weekly animal update, as always brought to you by John Jameson and Sons. I'm Rob Long. Go fuck yourself.
Original bad boy.